Downstar with Alberto from MPH.
Frank, I want to start off by saying congratulations, bro. You got it going on, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that,
It's
man.
an
Thank
awesome.
you.
What you're doing is awesome. You've been doing it for a while. 2018, you said?
2018, yeah.
Yeah, man. If people could see what I'm looking at, I'm geeking out. You got the toys. And the way you do your boats, man. Congratulations on all your
Hey,
endeavors.
thank you, brother.
That's
I appreciate it. I want it to be a vibe whenever somebody comes in here.
Oh, it's a vibe.
Thank you, bro. That's like my main takeaway that I
Yeah.
always want is I want people to come in and have a good time and feel comfortable
That's good, bro.
to like open up.
Yeah, and
But
you're made for this.
thank you, brother.
Yeah.
But we got Brad Pitt in the building.
Brad, what's up, guys?
Brad Pitt.
People have the little joke. People say I look like Brad Pitt. I don't know what you guys think.
At
Put
one
it in the
stage
comments.
in his life,
At
you know,
one
maybe
stage,
at
yeah.
one stage in his life.
So Frank, what do you want to talk about, brother?
Fucking everything, bro.
Everything.
I want to talk about your content game, dude. You've been on it. I can tell when
Yeah.
somebody's on it.
Well, the content, man. It started out before, when I first started doing this machine shop stuff. My content was really quiet because in my industry, it's very judgmental. So if you're not, if you're not a certain way, or if you're not a perfectionist or something like that, it really kind of puts it muffles you kind of if you allow it to, especially if you're barely starting. When you're barely starting, you feel like you don't fit into the industry, so you can't be too open.
Got it.
So at one point in my content, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna turn the camera on and I'm gonna show people me. I'm gonna sell myself, and I'm like, it's been working out and just being funny, and and people like it.
When did that start to happen?
So I noticed I like to teach people a lot on my Instagram about machine work, about engine work and stuff. But I noticed that people want to be entertained, Frank.
Yeah.
People
For sure.
they want entertainment. It's this generation's drug is entertainment. So I would teach people about engines and just go straight into teaching and professional. But people wouldn't be interested in it. So I was like, man, what if I try a comedic hook? Hook them in with comedy, and then I'll be like, and then this is then views started going up.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get that hook. Because I don't know what it is. Like the first 2 seconds, if people aren't interested in it, they scroll.
Yeah.
It's or something
For
something
sure.
like that. I don't know the statistics. So I started to do that, and people have been learning more and turning their heads more, and showing them more about machine work and my trade. It's fun. It's a lot more
love it.
fun this way.
I love it, bro. You definitely caught my attention.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun this way. And sorry if I cut you off, bro.
No.
I like to talk, fellas.
I
Everybody.
love it, bro.
So I like it this way more, and people learn more about the engines, and it's interesting to them. And I forget, when you work it a lot and you do your bolts, and you forget how cool what you do is until a kid comes up and is like,
Yeah.
oh, this is, and then it kind of makes you remember, like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool what I do.
For sure. Yeah, like when we started out, nobody was doing the things that we're doing. So if there was a company like us when I started out, I would be like super geeked out and just
Yeah.
buy everything that they would have.
Yes.
But now that I've been doing it since 2009,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, clock in, do this order, this
Yeah.
color. Oh, we're out of this color. We need to send it to the anodizing or whatever. Not remembering that this kit is going to somebody. They're going to open it,
Yeah.
and they're going to set apart hours out of their day to install it,
Yes.
taking one out, and then once they're finished, they're going to take a step back, and hopefully they feel a certain sort of joy,
Yes.
take pictures, send it to their friends. Like I need to remember more that we're selling like an experience.
An experience to people. Not only that, and I tell this to every young renter. I'd like to talk to the youth a lot when they're starting out in automotive. Is you can do general mechanic, nothing wrong with that. And mechanic work, fixing general cars. But when you patch into the hobbyist, people that love their cars, it's a whole different experience. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna put money into their car because that's their baby. They buy these dress. They don't need the dress up kits for
sure.
the car to run.
For sure.
They buy it because it looks good. Same
sure.
thing with the engine work, mechanic work. Some of the biggest shops they patch into the performance side of things because it's no longer a daily driver. Now it's a hobby.
Yeah.
and they're willing to put money into it, and that's how you patch into that, I believe. So I think that's more or less what you're talking about, is that experience is putting jewelry on their baby.
I say it all the time, and whether it's a good business decision or not, I don't know, but our products
Yeah.
are not needed. They're not needed.
Mhm.
They're wanted.
I like to compare automotive industry to pet grooming. You know, you don't need to groom your pet for it to be. You just gotta feed it.
Yeah,
You just feed the pet, and he'll live. He'll be fine. But people, when it comes to their cars, like pet grooming, if they really love their pet, they'll take it to look really nice.
for sure. Yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah.
love their pets just like you love your
It's
cars.
just a representation of who
Yeah.
you are.
Yes.
Like I'll have people that say like, "Oh, what do I need the bolts for? Like,
Yeah.
are they gonna make my car faster?" I'm like, no, but
Yeah.
what do you need wheels for?
Yes.
What do you need anything? What do you need an intake for? What do you need
Yeah.
any of this for? If a car to you is transportation from A to B, you don't need any of this.
Yeah.
So are we gonna look at it like that?
Yep.
Well, how do you want to look at it?
Yes. So that's the message that I try to show the young kids is you could, we were once that one kid that looked up to someone. I don't know who, when you were a kid, who was up there in the industry, and when you're young and you don't have the experience or you don't have the connections like we do now, everything seems so far-fetched, Frank. Like, man, when I was younger, there was some machine shops that I looked up to, and I was like, man, that's cool what they're doing. I want to do that. But then you look around and you're young, you don't have the things that you have now, and you're like, man, how am I going to get there?
Yeah.
So that's, for a lot of people, that's where the dream stops.
For sure.
That's it. But then you go up and you find that one person that's like, I could do it too, and then it keeps going. But then something happens in between, you get bored, and then the dream stops for him there, a little bit farther than this guy. But then you go farther ahead, and this guy finds a mentor, and it's like, hey, bro, keep going. A good mentor, boom, 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 keep going. And then he keeps going, and it's very small. It's a small window, bro. Mm-hmm. It's a very small window. But I think, talking to the youth, I'm trying to open that window up a little bit more for them. Like, hey, man, I was like you, bro.
Yeah.
I was like you. My shop's in San Bernardino. I was like you. You can do it too. But I mean, you can only get to so many kids, man.
For sure. You're having to battle so many things. You're having to battle their family, their friends, and their influences, and the people that they know. And usually those are like the naysayers.
Yes.
And that's the bar.
Man, that's true. A lot of family members would tell you, like, they discourage you,
Yeah, because they never did it. They never did shit with their life.
And when you're young like that, like, I gave away toolboxes. I don't know if you've seen.
I saw that, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
To some kids, 14, 15-year-olds. When you're that young, you can get discouraged very easy, bro. Mm-hmm. It just takes something small, like from a friend, tell you, what are you doing that for? You're wasting your time.
For sure.
That's all it takes.
That's it.
And then your life trajectory goes a whole different way.
Yeah, your grandpa tells you some shit, and then you're like, oh, well, that's my grandpa. Like,
yeah, he was right.
Grandpa don't know shit, bro.
Yeah. But that's how it happens. But that's why I gave away these toolboxes, because maybe there's at least one of those kids is in that crossroads currently. Like, I don't know if I should do this, but then I gave him a toolbox. He's like, you know what? Yeah, and you never know.
For sure.
The engine block that we gave away was a GSR long block, fully built. The tickets that I got out of it, it wasn't worth as much as what I got out. Like, it was like $4,000 or something. The block was like, we're like $7,000, and people were like, man, you lost money on it. It's like, no, not really, because money wise, I did. But imagine if the toolbox gets to that one kid, bro. One kid, and then later he breaks the record on this, whatever. But because of that one moment, that's worth a Billy. That's worth a Billy.
So when did you start to notice that you had like this motivation to help people?
So that's a good question. So how I started was I was in the military, and that was my dream to be in the military. And I used to watch Black Hawk Down, that movie Black Hawk Down, and Saving Private Ryan and all those things. And that's what I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a Army Ranger and all these things. And then fast forward, I deployed and I did all those things. And then all of a sudden, my older brother, Oscar, he's actually OG. He graduated '02. He used to
Oh,
be
okay.
with Team Critical. Shout out Team Critical.
Oh,
Team
okay.
Intense.
Nice.
He used to have a little hatchback. He was my dad's predecessor. He was the one that was going to take over the shop.
So your dad did machining as well?
Yeah, my
Okay.
dad did machining. That we were talking about this before. That's SB Machine Shop. San Bernardino Machine Shop was established by my dad and my uncles.
Okay.
And my brother, he got into a car accident while after I got back from Afghanistan, and he passed away.
Oh, man.
And that was that messed everything up. And then so my dad didn't have a predecessor anymore to take over because I don't want nothing to do. I didn't know nothing about cars, Frank. So then my dad, he got into this big depression. I'm sorry for the sob story.
Let's go, bro. Let's do this.
This is just my origin story.
Let's do this, bro.
And my dad went to a deep depression, bro, and he just let himself go because that was his best friend.
Yeah.
You know, imagine you're a father losing a child. That sucks.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine
For
that.
sure.
So then he got sick. He got cancer, and my mom was staying home. My little brother was young. He was 14 years, still in high school. So then I already saw, bro, that my dreams are done because I have to go home. You know, because I can't. You know, so then I had this choice, like, hey, leave the military, or stay in the military and leave them, or come back home and try to do something with this shop that I wanted nothing to do as a kid. This wasn't in my in my plans, bro.
How old were you?
I was 23 at the time.
Did your father pass?
Yeah, my father passed. I came back home, and my uncle was helping out around the shop, and then meanwhile my dad, he was dying. He had cancer. He was dying. And then he passed. He finally passed. So then my uncle was helping there for a little bit, and then eventually he's like, I gotta go back to Mexico. Like I gotta be with my family. I was like, all right, cool. So then he left me the shop, and I didn't have any knowledge of the machine work stuff, and I had my dad's old machines in there. So then I told myself, I was like, man, I gotta learn this work, bro. I have to learn it. And then I said, if I'm gonna sell, I have to pay rent, right? So then I tell myself, I'm gonna sell machines. My dad had like 5 old machines. I was like, I'm gonna sell a machine every month to pay the rent. If I don't fucking learn by the time I'm on my
last machine.
On my last machine, I was like, then it's not for me. You know, the Lord doesn't want it for me.
Yeah.
That's what I put in my head, man. So then the 1 month goes by, and I sold this machine, paid the rent. Here you go, his rent. It was the valve job machine, like an old valve job machine. So there you go, down 1 machine. And then again next month, I managed to do some little jobs here and there. So I think I took care of that month. Following month, the boring bar left. The following month, the honer. The following month, I think it was the valve grind machine. And then at the end, I just had this little stone valve job. My machinist friends know what that is. I was doing valve job with stones, and then little by little, I understood it, and little heads, and I don't know what happened, Frank. I started to learn more, started opportunities, stumble. You know the stumble, bro.
Yeah.
And now we're here. Now we're here. And back to your original question is what motivated me is that, man, I was that young rancher, bro. That was that young rancher that didn't have the help. And if I could do it, I want to help other kids do it too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's engine builders. There's a lot, bro. There's a lot of engine builders. There's a lot of mechanics. So do I really want to be remembered as an engine builder or someone that brought up, these young kids and helped them out? Because I know exactly what to tell them to say. I'm not coming from a place of ignorance. Is like, look, bro, like it gets tough. When you own a business, in between owning your business, people are gonna die in your life, and you still gotta clock in tomorrow and fill in those bolts and finish those cylinder heads, and don't let that shit stumble you and break you. You know what I'm saying? If I could do it, you can do it. So that's the message. And ever since I switched my thinking into in the beginning, it was a why me. Selfish, like, why me? Why my dad? Why why me? But I switched it, and it's like, why not me? Now I have something to say. I know what to talk, how to talk to these kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So ever since I switched my mindset into being unselfish and selfless, then man, it's a lot better, bro. It's a lot better for me in my life now.
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, man.
Yeah, of course.
You know, rest in peace to your
Yeah.
brother and your dad, man.
Yeah, man. So
That's
we're here now.
that's deep. So you say this was about 10 years ago?
This is about 10 years ago.
Okay.
My brother first passed after my deployment.
So you were in Afghanistan?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was in Afghanistan. Afghanistan was cool. And then I came back home.
Wait, that's a funny sentence. Sorry. Afghanistan was cool.
All right, we'll talk a little bit about it.
All right.
We'll talk a little bit about it. Everybody's it's like, say more, fool.
My bad. I want to know more about that. You throw it in later if you want.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you were in Afghanistan. It's fucking popping. You're at the club and shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the stand, fellas. Right?
The
The viewers are like,
stand.
the stand.
The stand. Oh,
That's what they call it, the stand. And
it's like a new burger shack.
Yeah.
Have you been to the stand yet, dude? They got the smash burger. The stand.
The stand, baby.
Oh shit. I love that.
The stand,
All right.
the stand, bro. I went to the stand. I was there for like a little over 9 months.
Fuck
9
me
months
up.
to a year. And it's different. Obviously, it's different out there. The weather over there. People say that the weather out here is bipolar.
Yeah.
Over there, dude, in the winter, it's snowing in the morning, like, and then at night, and the later afternoon, the sun's out, the snow's gone. It's crazy, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Afghanistan, brother.
So you're in the stand, dude, and then so we could go into deeper as you want or not, but your brother ends up.
Yeah. So after Afghanistan, I came back home, and then when you come home from deployment, you have what's this it's a leave. It's vacation like you do. You just came back from over there. Like go take some time off, like 2 months. So we got back, and I got back around June, and then so I went back home around July.
The 2013. 2013.
From Afghanistan, yeah, 2013, 2014.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my timeline might be fucked up, but
No worries.
Check. Around there.
Okay, around there.
And then I spent 4th of July over here at home. On 4th of July, bro, we got drunk, and me and my brother got into a fight, bro, a fist fight. 4th of July, we got into it over some dumb. You know when you're drinking some dumb shit. I even forget what it was. So the cops came and they took him to jail. Because I was like, I can't go to jail because then I'll get in trouble. So he took the rap from me. I know I started the fight because I was a fucking ignorant, dumb, young kid, drinking. And then he went to jail July 4th. Hadn't seen him. And then July 7th, I already went back. He passed away. So that's the last time I got to see my brother, was getting down with him, bro. So I lived with that for so long. But now the shop, I would never let go of the shop because that's how I keep them alive. Like, that's how I honor them. Like, hey, it's I'm sorry. I couldn't say sorry, but we move on. You know what I'm saying, Frank?
Yeah.
But I'm grateful where I'm at now because I'm helping these kids out, and I feel like that's much bigger than engine building.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Your boy's going soft, guys.
Nah. The thing about people who want to help and who want to make other people laugh and have a good time, there's a reason to it.
What's that?
And it's like, tell me if I'm right or not, that there's a lot of pain and you want to give off
the Robin Williams effect.
Right?
I could see that. My therapist agrees. Just kidding. But yeah, I could see that. Well, I think I want to say I don't want these kids to feel how I felt when I was their age. I don't want them to feel like, because I would DM certain shops, certain big shops. I'm pretty sure hey man, I like what you do, like you inspired me, and then nothing, or just like kind of like bah. So then, what's that saying? You don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that to them.
For sure.
I don't want to be. I don't want that bad taste because you never know, dude. Like these young kids, they, I don't forget who has helped me, but I definitely don't forget who didn't want to, who didn't.
Yeah.
Not that anybody's obligated to help anyone, no, but a simple like attaboy, like we all want attaboys,
Yeah.
throw me an attaboy and I'll remember that, That's just how I think, and I try to be as generous as I can, as much as I can, because we're still
Yeah.
a small, by any means, we're not huge, we're still a small business, but that's just how I think right now. That's where I'm at in my life right now.
I always say about the car business is like anything automotive related. It's usually somebody who worked on cars or who was into cars, and they figured out that they could sell their service, their product, or what have you, and then they start a business.
Yeah.
But it's still like a mechanic or someone who worked on cars and now they sell stuff. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean that they're a business person, that they understand customer service,
Yeah.
that they have that other skill to
Yeah.
be able to like
Talk.
appreciate
Yeah.
when somebody's reaching out to you, a kid's reaching out to you, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about,
Yeah.
and they just let it irritate them because I can't
got
be on the phone with you. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Okay, is your shit that you have to do to keep a fucking business running?
Yeah.
You need to understand that I am the
Yeah.
customer.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. I come from customer service.
Yeah.
And our number one goal was customer service. And if that meant us taking a loss on something, so fucking be it.
Yeah.
The customer is always right. There is some truth to that.
Yeah.
Because without the customer, I don't have a business.
Yeah. That's true.
Especially for a product that nobody needs.
Yeah.
I have to make them want it, and I have to show them a value in it. And I totally understand what you're saying. There was people that when I was coming up that, I loved their brand or what they represented or what have you. And then when I spoke to them or reached out to them, I got like a bad taste. And it was like, no, I'll never forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, because, when you're young, you're hungry, bro. You're hungry, but somewhere you get less hungry because you ever get that effect, or you ever think back on your life and you're like, you ask for something, you really want something,
Yeah.
and then you have it and you don't appreciate it as much as you thought you would when you were thirsting for it, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the thinking that these young dudes have to get is like, sometimes you gotta like shut up and be like, what did I want 5 years ago? And you're like, oh shit, I'm here.
Yeah. For sure.
Because what I've noticed and in my experiences is we always want more, bro. So when is it enough? Like, and I think I feel like I've patched in to feeling like I have enough with my family, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure these kids are fed, and then that's really where like, man, I'm doing it. I'm a dad now. I'm a husband. I'm doing it. That's how you find that.
Yeah.
Or else you're always gonna want more and more and more.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I always remember I'm happy where I'm at right now because I'm at where I wanted to be 5 years ago.
I love it, bro.
That's how I feel.
These things that you're talking about are realizations that most people never even come to.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. I think it's people that have it easy and have things given to them. I think the worst thing you could do to your kids is give them something.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave them something.
I feel you. It's
we want to. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, brother. No.
We want to leave them something, but it takes away from that grind, bro.
I struggle with that too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I grew up without, and it made me who I am today. But if I had somebody like me raising me, would I be in a better position than I am now? Did I only get to this position because of how I grew up, where I grew up, the things that I didn't have, you know. So
Yeah, one way to put that, what you're talking about, is every time I buy my kids something, am I giving it to them or am I giving it to myself?
for sure. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
mostly it's to
mostly it's to
myself.
myself.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
I might be buying it for my son, but I put myself in his position and be like, I wanted that when I was a kid. Here you go, little Albert.
Yeah. Yeah. Then
Ain't
I
that a trip?
for sure, but then I always remember too, like, life is never going to be easy. It's always going to be hard.
Yeah,
So I would like to give them a better level of hard
yeah,
than the level of hard that I had it.
yeah.
But it's still going to be
And then you have that touchy, that constant battle of like, am I giving this food too much,
for
or am
sure.
I giving this food not enough?
For sure. For
Because
sure.
if you don't give them enough, they end up on the streets. If you give them too much, they end up on the streets.
Yeah. It's definitely a fine
Damn.
line. It's a fine line, but I mean,
Yeah.
you just do the best that you can,
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, and
Yeah.
have the best um the best motivation.
Yeah.
What is your reasoning for
True.
doing this? What is the motivation? And if like you're always coming from like a positive point of view and always trying to do right,
Yeah.
then whatever happens, it happens to you, but not because of you, you
Yeah.
know. And in the past, a lot of shit would happen because of me, because of
Yeah.
the mentality that I had, or the things that I was doing, or what have you.
Yeah.
And then I always looked at that with regret.
Yeah,
But
brother.
now when bad things happen to me, it's
Yeah.
just like, this is just life. Sometimes bad things happen to me,
Yeah.
but I don't have to own that,
Yeah,
you know.
and being a parent really peels that layer, right? That once you become a parent, it's you're a whole different person in the aspect of like, oh man, I don't want to I don't want to mess this little kid's life up by my decisions. And you kind of look at how your dad was, and like, I want to fix here. You kind of nitpick what your dad did, and you're like, I'm gonna take this what I learned from him. Oh, I like what he did here, but I don't like what he did here. So then you try to become the super parent, but you still feel like you're coming up short.
You
Fuck.
can't know everything, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You can
yeah.
just
This is deep.
you can
This
always
shit
do
got
the
deep, Frank.
Hey, it does. I could tell, bro. I could tell when people want to
Yeah,
talk, you know?
yeah.
And that's one thing that I love about this space, bro, is
Mm-hmm.
when you get in here, like, you we're in a different planet right now, bro. We're in
Yeah.
a different place.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't about cars or social media or reels.
It's beyond that.
This is beyond that, you know. And we're here, and like, you know, like you say, you like to freestyle shit.
Yeah.
This is where it's going.
Yeah. This is where it's these conversations. You social media is awesome. Because back in the all you had was billboards.
Yeah.
Whoever drove by whoever decided to look at it would. Now we have the power to reach a lot of kids, bro. A lot of kids that don't know how to express themselves because either they live in a home where the Mexican household, the Latino, cállate,
Yeah,
like, so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, so them hearing is like, oh, these fools are like just like me.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
important, bro. That's important, and that's the way I think. Um, and let's change the subject up.
For sure.
Congratulations on your son, man.
Hey, thank
That's
you,
a
bro.
good looking kid, and he's skateboarding, and
He's living life.
that's
dude.
cool, bro.
Yeah, he's a great person.
I got him some
you know.
gifts, man. We'll show
Oh,
him right
thank
now.
you, brother. I
I
appreciate
got
it,
your
man.
son some gifts. I got your wife some gifts.
Oh
And
my God, thank you,
Yeah,
brother. I
bro.
appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm very honored to be his father.
Cool, bro.
You know, and
that's tight.
just to see,
That's some G shit right there,
for
bro.
sure. That's
That's
my
some real G shit right there.
that's my legacy.
Yeah.
You know, when people meet my son and like they're like, wow, he's a good person. That means more to me than any sort of monetary
Yeah.
thing that I could buy, or any car, or
Yeah.
any build, anything
Yeah.
like that. But it wasn't always that. You know, I was the materialistic kind of person, and I wanted to have something so people could think that
Yeah.
I'm a certain way, or, you know, but like, I've got to a different level where this is what is important to me.
Yeah.
I want people to know that my family is number one,
That's G
and
shit.
I
right
want to
there, bro.
like highlight that.
Yeah.
You know, so I appreciate you saying that,
Yeah,
man.
bro. And then you have another
My daughter, yeah, she's about to be 5 in January.
daddy's girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
Frankie,
yeah.
not Francesca or nothing, just straight up Frankie.
That's
And her
cool.
mom chose that.
That's cool,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, I love her, bro.
That's cool,
It's
man. My daughter's 8. Her name
Oh,
is Nova.
awesome. What is it?
Nova.
Nova. Oh,
Yeah,
I
named her
love
Nova.
that.
Yeah, Nova.
Oh, I love that, bro.
Yeah. So funny story about my daughter's name is I named her after the car because that's my favorite. I want a SS Nova, bro.
What year?
It's the 2-door 64. Or
Okay.
something? 2-door. That's my dream car.
That's like the square one, right?
Yeah.
Resembles sort of like an Impala.
Yeah.
Kind of? Okay.
SS Nova.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
my wife was like, "What should we name her?" And I was like, "Nova," but I didn't want to say it because like she's not gonna want to know.
Yeah.
So then I looked up Nova on the dictionary. It says new star.
Oh, I
And
love
so I told her,
that.
it means new star, babe.
I
He's like, really? I
heard it in a movie.
So then one day she found out that it's a fucking car. I was like, yeah. Does that even? You fell for it. Does that sound like me? New star. Do I talk like that? easy money. I was like, too late, babe. Birth certificate. Like, you named our daughter after a car. No, babe. New star.
New Star. Oh shit, that's hilarious,
Yeah.
bro. Oh,
So
man.
Nova, she's
Isn't that like a Chevy 2? Don't they call it like a Chevy
Chevy.
2 or something
I
like
don't
that?
know.
I think that they do, but that's a beautiful car right
beautiful
there.
car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful name.
Yeah,
I
let's
love
talk
that.
about cars, man. Damn.
Yeah. Cars. How did you? What's your first experience of cars where you're just like, I like this?
My first experience was my brother's EG hatchback.
Okay.
He had a gunmetal gray one.
Beautiful.
I'll send you a picture after this if you want to post it on the bottom right or whatever. Gunmetal gray. This was back in the day, when people would have to weld their motor mounts. Remember that? Haspert wasn't around. There was no kids, so they were just welding them.
So it was like early 90s probably?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, late 90s, like
Okay, late
98,
90s. Okay.
Yeah, he was around, and he wrote Team Critical in Ontario, and he had his EG hatchback. He never got it stolen or nothing. He didn't get it crushed. Did you get your car crushed, Frank?
No, I just use that for content. I just use those posts for content.
Oh, you've been doing content for a while then, huh?
Trying to, yeah.
So yeah, that was my first experience. His was a B20 VTEC. Back
Okay.
when B20 VTEC, if you had a B20 VTEC, you were the goat.
Yeah.
It was unheard of to have a B swap in a car. Those days.
Got you.
So then I went to a couple of the Mexico runs with him. I remember running back into the car, the cops and all. Fast and the Furious. So that's when I knew, like, this is cool, bro.
Yeah.
That was my first
I
experience.
love it, bro. That's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
Right there.
Is that your favorite
Number
Honda?
1. That's number 1. You got it right, bro. You got it right. In your newest video, you've been stirring some shit up.
Yeah, the OGs, I like the OGs, man. They're kind of the big brother. They're a generation. Was it before me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Ahead of me. So the OGs. What about number 2? What'd you like number 2? No, just the EG hatch. Really?
Bro, people would probably see me and be like, "Oh yeah, this is like a diehard Honda guy. Like I'm right there whenever news drops for Hondas." Like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm very particular. I love the EG hatch.
Yeah.
And everything else is I can appreciate it, but it's not that.
And no Integra Type R's. No.
I had a DC2 before. I loved it. But it's like, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that kind of Honda historian.
Yeah, me either.
I like what I
just
like.
know. Yes, exactly.
I like what
I just know I
like.
like EG hatchbacks, and then I like Integra Type R's with the 4 headlights. I don't like ITR headlights.
Oh, really?
I'm not a fan of them.
Got you.
Because when an Integra's coming up, you can tell it's a Integra. I don't know any other car that has the 4 headlights like that.
Got you. Yeah.
Because if it's the ITR, it looks like a DA.
Got you.
That's a DA.
You're right. Yeah, I can appreciate all of them, but like, I love a EG. It's just like the muscle cars. I have a 69 Chevelle.
You have one?
Yes. And I've had it since I was a child. So I had it in high school.
You
And
fixed it up and everything.
fixed it up, fix it down, fix it up, fix it down. Right now it's in the downward dog position, but it'll be back.
But you wrench on it and everything.
Yeah, so that's why I learned how to wrench was on that car. But like I say that to say like, say a Nova or a Camaro or anything else, I can appreciate them, but like I love the Chevelle, and I love my Chevelle. I love the
What year is
69.
yours?
It's a
69.
69.
That's like correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a Camaro, but a little bit bigger. The shape or no?
It's more of a Nova. So the next body style of a Nova, where it had like more of the rounder kind of shape to it.
Yeah.
That's what the 69 Chevelle is. So there's
Yeah.
68 and 69 are pretty much the same, just like very small differences.
Yes.
67 and before was more of the square body, so that's like the Nova that you're saying. So and then 70s and on were kind of the same roundish body style, but then they had like the front end was a little bigger kind of grill, and it had like the four headlights. I don't know. It's I can
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I would take one just like a Honda. I would take like an EK hatch. I would
EK
take
hatch. Yes,
an
sir.
Integra DC2.
Yeah.
I would take. I had a DC5 before. I loved it, but it's like if you're talking to me, it's EG, and then whatever you can put anything else.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
It sounds like you hold on to your cars for a long time.
Yeah, cause they're a part of me.
See, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's where it changes between the OG, the old school guys, or the guys from the older generation, and the new guys. And it's that same thing we were talking about. It's the dopamine nowadays, the entertainment. Kids get bored with their cars so fast, bro.
Yeah.
They have an EG hatch, they clean it up, and then they sell it. They're like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
And they get a 350Z or something. I'm like, bro, I got tired of it.
For sure.
And if you look at the older guys, they hold on to their cars for an extensive amount of time, like 10 years plus or something, 5 years.
Yeah.
Nowadays, holding on to a car for these young kids, 5 years plus, is very rare.
For sure. No, I feel you on that. Like I said, my 69 Chevelle, I got it in probably 2002. It was like the summer before I became a senior. So I got it as a junior to senior. I got it that summer. There's no reason to sell it. For what?
Yeah.
For what? And then the way that I look at cars, especially so the Chevelle, I got it and it's been with me since I was a child. The right-hand drive, I started my business because of that car. I feel like we're partners, right? Just think of like the Chevelle. I've had it since I was a child. I don't really have much from back then. We've shared so many experiences together.
Yeah.
And we're together. I want to be together in life as long as possible. But someday we're going to part ways and it's going to continue on. It has its own life.
Yeah.
That car came out in 1969. Who had it before then?
Yeah.
Who bought the car from the dealership?
Yep.
What did they experience in that car? I've had it since 2002 to 2025. I've experienced, driving that as a child, going out to street races, moving. I lived in northern Nevada for a while, using that as my daily, driving in the snow, putting different stereo systems in it.
Yeah, and the way you're talking, Frank, is how can I say it? You romanticize the car. You think about the experiences you had with it. And these kids don't do that no more either. It's just a car.
It's just because it's
A to B. That's it, and I romp on it. But they don't romanticize it about it like the old school guys do. It's like, man, me and the car have been through here and back. I'll never sell this car. That's where it changes as well.
Think about it like this: like you have a pet, right? Your pet can't talk to you.
Yeah.
But if you've had your pet for 15 years, that's your dog. If somebody came to you and was like, "Hey, I'll give you $1,000 for your dog," are you gonna fucking sell your dog?
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Just because it can't talk,
Yeah.
it has memory to it. It's been through things.
Yeah, and then this because these older cars, they have a soul. They have a soul to it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you recognize it or not.
Yeah, I could only imagine the dudes that got their car crushed back in the day. How that felt. Fuck. Man, the cops, they sent you mail saying the day that your car was gonna see its demise. That's crazy. Let's take a moment to think about that one.
Rest in peace, bro.
Hey, and get a letter in the mail like the car that you've been working on for years. Your car's gonna be crushed on set date and time.
It's on death row.
Would you like to attend?
It's on death row, dude.
And the cops are out of pocket for that one.
Hey,
That's crazy.
You know what I always say, bro, is like when I speed, I know it's illegal. I just don't want to get caught.
Yeah.
And if I get caught, hey, it is what the fuck it is, bro.
Hey, man, we're boys. And, raising boys, your boy's a skateboarder.
Yeah.
We put risk secondary, and we put fun first.
For sure. For sure. And,
I've been to the stand, friends.
The stand. Ain't nothing worse. I'm sure there's more worse.
Yeah,
but...
and you'll see it in the kids, especially if there's dudes on here that have boys. They jump off of shit because they want to feel that split second of rush, and then they hit the ground. And you're like, wait,
for sure.
You didn't think you were gonna hit the ground.
My idea's been changing a lot, especially about speed, bro. Because I have my BMW, and that motherfucker goes, bro. And I try not to as much as possible anymore because it's just that little split second where you're just like, let's go, you want to go? And then you look and like, fuck, I'm doing 150 on the freeway right now, weaving.
It's funny you say this because I was thinking about that on the way over here because I was driving this little Ford Ranger, and I was going because my phone was going to die and I thought I wasn't going to make it over here. And anyway, I was going 80 miles per hour on the little Ford Ranger. 80 miles per hour on a Ford Ranger feels different than 80 miles per hour on a Civic hatch.
Yeah.
It's still 80 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your Beamer where everything's quiet and you're going.
Or you get 80 with a pinky.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, it's quiet and you're like, and you look. Oh shit, I'm going 100 plus. But on the EG hatch, blah blah, like
flopping all around.
Isn't that crazy? It feels different.
It's all relative, yeah. For sure.
Because there's you take the sound deadening out. You got it's gutted.
Yeah.
That lightweight shit is what really carried the Hondas, bro. Is the weight.
Yeah, when I got into Hondas, so I got in about 2000. I'd say about 2006 or so. I was in Nevada still.
Oh yeah, let's hear about it. Yeah.
Are you familiar with Checkered Sports? Checkered
I've
Sports.
Heard of that name.
So it's a Honda brand, and they sell like track race inspired like parts, accessories, things like that.
Okay.
Well, anyways, the owner, his name's Raul Ramirez. He worked at Best Buy, and I worked at Best Buy.
Yes,
in Nevada.
I was gonna ask you about that too. You keep going.
So that's where we linked up at, and I was just into my Chevelle, and he was into Honda, so he got me into Hondas. So when I got into it, this was in the birth of like the shaved and tucked era, where everybody was figuring out how to do like tucked harnesses and where to put the battery and what do you do with the power steering and things like that. And so that's the aspect of a Honda that I looked at. I want it to look like there's nothing in the engine bay. How is this car running?
Were you one of the first ones to do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I say your Sheepy shirt. Shout out to Sheepy.
Alex, we'll talk about Alex, man. We'll talk about Sheepy a little bit.
Like
yeah,
that's where we crossed paths at. So myself, Sheepy, Raya Wire, Big Mike, Chase Bays.
Big Mike, is that the gentleman with the Prelude?
With the Preludes.
Beautiful car.
Beautiful.
Dude. Shout out Big Mike. I've never spoken to him, but beautiful car. Bro.
Yeah, shout out to Mike, man. He's always had beautiful builds. I heard that you did work with BC Moto.
Yeah, shout out BC Moto.
Like he did a lot of work with BC Moto.
Yeah, there's a couple people I would like to talk about and how they influenced me, if that's all right.
Let's do it, bro. Let's jump into it. Who comes to mind?
Oh, so Bisimoto, he put me on. My first SEMA build, I'll forever be grateful. Bisimoto. I was introduced by him by Tron Pistons, Barry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I met Barry at in what you were saying right now about meeting that guy from Checkered, and he put you on, and it was just out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Life tends to throw social cues at you. Like little hooks. Like, are you gonna grab it?
For sure.
Anyway, so I met Barry at the track.
How did you say the name of the brand?
Tron Pistons.
Trom. I always say Tram. Trom. Okay,
Trom.
Trom.
I believe it's German for "The Dream Lives On."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what that. Correct. No, I might be wrong, but I know it means the dream lives on in the language.
Oh, I love that. That's cool.
So I met him at the track, and I didn't know he was the owner. But when you just stand on the track and somebody comes up to you and starts talking to you, And I started, that's why I always tell people be courteous and polite to everyone that you meet. So I met this guy, and Barry, he's obviously the owner of the piston company. But I didn't know that, so I met him out of nowhere, and we were just talking, and and I have a machine shop, and I didn't think nothing of it. So that was a cool social interaction. I tried to do it polite, with everyone that I meet. So then I left that alone, and then I get a phone call when I was at my one of my lowest, because I was tired of business, bro. One of those, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Shut the motherfucking work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Get a phone call. It's Bisimoto. Hey, Barry from Tron Pistons told me you work on heads, and he recommended me to you. And I was like, who's Barry?
Yeah.
And he's like, Barry, and then the gentleman, and so I was like, oh, this is Bisimoto. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know who he was talking about. Oh yeah, Barry. Oh, yeah. So then we did the head on the wagon. We did the head on a Hot Wheels car for SEMA. It was super cool. It was years ago. Such a wonderful opportunity that he gave us. Shout out to Bisimoto. And then a couple weeks later, I found out who Barry was. Is that man that I met at the track?
No way! Oh yeah. Wow, that's awesome, bro.
And he's Bisimoto's the godfather to Barry's kid, something like that.
Got you.
But that little interaction, it could have gone a different way, right? It could, if I was like, "Don't talk to me."
For sure.
Right? I don't know, sir. Like, but since that's how it works.
I like to call it planting seeds, bro. Yeah. I'll be planting seeds everywhere
out,
and then just see where it grows from.
So then, that was one of my biggest breaks. I'm thankful for that. And then one of our mutual friends, FCS Race.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Jason Park. Jason Park hit me up too. Jason Park, man, he's one of those customers where he's so tedious about everything, very perfectionist. So you got to be on your A game with Jason, man.
Yeah.
Every time he calls, I'm like, oh.
What did I do?
Bro. What did I do? Nah, yeah. Jason is about it. Shout out to FCS Race, Jason Park. He helped me out a lot.
Yeah, he's such a good dude, man.
You had him on here.
Yeah, I've had him on, I'd say at least 2, maybe 3 times. I actually met him in 2009.
Yeah.
So I was going to, do you remember a show called Nisei? Nisei. So it was in like downtown LA. No. It was a like a car show.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like Nisei on channel 67.
Yeah.
No, it was a car event that they would have like annually. Yeah. So I built my car in 2009, and then I had a buddy that was like, "Oh, you should bring it out to the show." But he's like, "But you need to have real wheels." I was like, because I had like Rotas at the time. I was like,
"Hey, nothing. Hey guys, nothing wrong with Rotas."
Yeah, everybody starts from somewhere, dude.
Hey, but nowadays they're trying to sell those as like expensive wheels. Hey, they're still reps, guys.
I remember when Rota posted up that like, "Oh, somebody's copying us." I was like, "What the fuck? What? This is crazy."
Hey, shout out Rota, the original Mexican Jordan of the car community.
The fucking Shacks, bro. They're the Shacks. For real. So my buddy said that one of his buddies will let me borrow a set of wheels. So it was like, all right, cool. We're going to get them the night before the show. And we pull up to someone's house. I don't know whose house it was, but the garage door opens. And this dude comes out pointing a gun at us. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I look at my buddy, and he's just like laughing. And the guy pulls down his mask. And then it was, his name's Tom Cho from Camp 1320. They call him Camp 1320 Tom. And the house that we pulled up to was Jason Park's house. Yeah, so I met him that day. It was Nisei Week in 2009, and I remember he was welding something for the Ghost Rider. Yeah, and he had the biggest turbo.
Ghost Rider.
Motherfuckers like that. I never seen some shit like that.
Yeah, we did the head. That's the first job he gave me, was working on the Ghost Rider, man.
Yeah, I'm glad he made it out of that one, bro. Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, bro. I seen the crash. I'm like,
yeah, shout out to him, bro.
Even though they're all caged up, and when something like that happens, you just pray that everything worked you pray that the welder welded it, because I know there's been instances where welders, they kind of just, we're talking about Jason Park here, and Jason Park, he checks everything, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
for
he even
sure.
had that neck brace when that happened. He put the neck brace on it.
Yeah.
I think something like he was one of the only ones that had that
The
neck
like the
brace.
Hans thing. Yeah.
Some high speed shit. But he made it, bro, and he was building something else. He recently collabed with Racing.
Oh, okay.
Wicked Racing, that orange, shout out Wicked Racing. Those dinosaurs.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. They have that big orange car, the H one. It's I don't know what class. What class would that be? Have you seen that car? It's one of those cars where you could
Outlaw
take
or
the
some
top.
shit.
That's not outlaw, something crazy. But they're building that right now, and Jason's, like you, he keeps pushing. Got in a car crash. A lot of people I'm done with racing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I just built this car. It cost me. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's remember what I was talking about. You're done. Jason, keep going.
Keep going though. Yeah, for sure. He's such a good dude, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
him.
shout out to Jason. You terrify me every time you call me Jason.
He's just a big softy, bro. He's just a big softy. I saw him
Yeah.
at
He's a huge veteran advocate too.
I
though.
just saw him at H Day. And yeah, he had a confrontation with someone at H Day.
I heard about it. Like I said, I don't like to touch too much
He
about
was
that.
heated. I know.
I was there too.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. I was having I had a little a Modelo with him, a Corona. I forget. It was after that he was cooling down.
He was pissed.
Yeah. But people see things like those confrontations like that. But we're boys, bro. We're competing. That's where it's made. Hondas have gotten this fast. You know why? Because it's just one dude saying, "I can go faster than you, fool."
Yeah.
Nah, fool, I can go faster than you. Nah, I can. And then it's been a bunch of competing.
Yeah.
But sometimes competition gets like that. Sometimes people.
It's a lot of ego.
Yeah, it's a lot of ego, and things like that happen when you overstep. Like,
sure.
hey, bro, this is outside the track.
Yeah.
You stepped on me, and then
We gotta handle it. I've definitely had my
Yeah.
own instances with things like that.
Yeah, because
And-
you got to maintain professionalism, but at one point, I think professionalism goes out the window.
Yeah, speaking of Alex Sheepy,
Yeah.
yeah, he held me back from
Yeah,
fighting somebody
yeah.
at the track.
You know what, bro? Alex did for me what I'm trying to do for other kids.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He said, and Jason did for me. Bisimoto, my buddy Jesse from Nippon Racing did for me. So what they did for me, I know how it felt. I want to do for that. That's why Alex, back to Alex.
Yeah.
He held you back because he knows the trouble you could have got into. But
Yeah, for sure. I was ready to crash out. Yeah, it almost went down, but yeah, Alex pulled me aside and he's like, "Bro, you got too much
Yeah.
to lose right now."
Yeah.
And shout out to him for that.
yeah, that's that big brother shit, and you don't see that often anymore. He probably saved you from something. You hit somebody in the temple hard enough, so you don't never know, bro.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, maybe I would have got beat up at the track and just in the fetal position getting
It would have
kicked.
been all over the internet. Frank has retired because he got his ass whooped.
Yeah, right. Nah, I'm
Fuck
just
that
kidding.
internet. Nah.
Shout out to
Shout out
that
Sheepy.
dude.
Shout
Shout
out
out to
Sheepy
him.
Race.
Yeah, for sure. And
We recently did a YouTube with him. We did some.
Oh, really?
We did some Lambo stuff.
I love his channel, bro. He has a really good videographer.
Yeah.
Who puts it all
does.
together.
He
I
has
love that.
He has a great team. He takes care of his team. I see. You can tell a lot about a person how much they take care of others
Yeah,
around them.
yeah.
So, anyway,
But
there you go, Alex.
yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, so it's going back to like the Honda stuff. That's the aspect of it that I always looked at it was like cleanliness and minimalist.
Yeah.
And I really feel like the scene has parted ways from that, and it's just like who can have the fastest car for the cheapest amount of money.
Yeah.
And I get it, but that's not why I got into it, so I'm not as passionate about it as I once was.
Yeah. But you are passionate about it, but I guess what you're trying to say is I think there's just too much money involved now, bro. Like street racing was fun when if you lost, Hey, fill up my gas tank.
Yeah,
But now you got street races pot 10 grand. That's I'll kill you money.
for sure,
And sometimes they don't pay.
for sure.
And they get away with that shit.
Yeah, I don't know how
That's
how
crazy
that
to
happens.
me.
I'll see some
Do
like,
that shit back in '02. Someone's gotta go.
For sure.
Or someone's like, let me see pink slips. Like nobody's leaving this street.
yeah.
But now they let these kids let shit slide easy.
Yeah, I never really got much into the racing.
Yeah.
I would go just to watch the racing or anything of it, but even still to this day,
Yeah.
like the race to be the fastest, it
Yeah.
doesn't interest me
You like
as much.
you like the beautification. Yeah, that's your get down.
For sure. I would I don't care if the car drives or if the owner drives it or not.
Yeah.
Like my car, when I go out to the garage and I'm going to throw out the trash and I just look at it, that's what I want. That's
Yeah.
my joy.
Okay.
That's my joy
Okay.
right there.
All right, that's a good conversation. Is the drag racing the fast guys versus dudes who the clean whips?
For sure.
You know, and they're both. I mean, what do you think? Do you think going fast is more expensive than buying the late? Because wheels now, I saw some TE37s like $4,000, bro. Expensive.
I don't know. It's everybody's motivation behind it. You know, my motivation at this point, 2025, is to have the vision that I have in my head and make it become reality.
Yeah.
So any sort of ego has been removed from any aspect of it, and I feel like the race side of things thrives on ego. And I feel like outside of outside of cars, anything, like I feel like ego personally was a big downfall
Really?
of mine, and it's something that I've really been getting away from, and it's something that's held me back in life.
What do you think? All right. With that being said, this is just a question. Do you think that in racing, if ego wasn't involved, we'd be at 7-second, 6-second cars? You know what I'm saying?
For sure, it's a necessary.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could even get even further. Okay, so what does any of it matter, right? So let me tell you this, right? Okay, you have the cars that I think even like in the 6 seconds Speed Factory is.
Yeah.
now.
Shout out Speed Factory.
Like a funny car or what have you is doing like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have then okay, so we're all lumped in. You're talking about the dudes that are doing 16 seconds and the dudes that are doing
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
If that's what interests you, if that's what you're into, that's
Yeah.
cool. To me, it's not something that I would ever see any sort of enjoyment in doing that. Not taking away from anybody that does it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of respect in it, but it's like, well, I've done 7s, 8s, all motor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. So to answer that or to rebuttal that is the people who are going really fast, like Jason Park, they're trying to set records. It's because it's attached to their business model. I did 7 seconds on my suspension. I think that's where it counts. I think that's where it makes most sense is if your business model is attached to that aspect of racing. Like me, my engines, why do I want a 7 second? Yeah, because it's my engine running it. That's why. That's where.
For sure.
So probably not for ego to prove other people, but maybe to prove it to myself, prove my own product to them. Not the car. Forget about the car. It's my product to them. Just like you and your dress-up hardware. You like your car to look clean because that's what your business is
For sure.
to look clean. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it makes
totally,
sense.
Totally. That's my jam.
Yeah, that's your jelly.
The
That's your jam.
the thing is the respect level. I can totally respect it. For Speed Factory pushing the limits year after year after year, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't but it doesn't have to mean anything
Yeah.
to me.
Yes. No, not to you.
It doesn't have to mean
No, no, no,
anything
no.
to
That's
me.
yeah. To you, it doesn't have to mean nothing to you.
As much as what we do in our field
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything to somebody else that's chasing sevens or
Yeah.
eights.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't care if I have K-Tune. I don't care if I have Jack Spaniel. I don't care if I have Boo Boo. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
As long as I can go from 10.9 to
Yep.
10.8.999, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like it, I fucking love it.
Yep. Yep.
But when I look at your build and your build is full of replica parts and it looks like shit,
Yeah.
that's the aspect that I'm looking at it from.
Yeah.
When you look at my build and my car makes 230 and it can't even get in the tens, and you look at my car and you're like, I could smoke that. You can.
Yeah.
We're
It's
not looking at it the same.
Yeah, it's like when you went to H Day. When I go to H Day, you know how they set up the show cars.
Yeah.
Right here. You know, most racers would walk past past the show cars and they go to the track.
For sure.
And then you have people who like the show cars. They will walk past the track. And go, but we're all in the same community. We're all trying to make either our babies look good or go fast.
For sure.
We're either building greyhounds or
For sure. And I've always thought that there could be a happy medium where
Oh, there is, because there's clean ass fast cars. Shout out my buddy Brandon. We have shit up. He has a nice hatchback, fast, clean. You could be clean and fast too.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But I can see what you're saying, where the ego is like, if you're not sevens, you ain't shit. Like that kind of,
For sure. And I get it because
Yeah.
I've been there, and not as far as like the race aspect wise of it, but like the ego part of it and wanting to go to shows and wanting to win awards and shit like that. But it's
Yeah.
like that doesn't have as much value to me as it did.
Do you ever think about, like, when cars win first place at H Day? I don't know what the payout is. Let's say it's like $2,000, well, grand, something like that. And then they spend so much money on the car. But show cars, they win some good money too if they get first place. I'm wondering if the show cars must win more money, right? Because they put so much damn money into race cars that the payout's like, oh, that's a set of wheels.
Yeah, that's another ego thing.
Yep.
Too. Like,
Or is it bragging rights that
let's look at it from this aspect, right? Let's just not even say H Day. Let's not just any other show. Who's judging my car?
Yeah.
Okay. What have you built? Let me see your car. I want to see what you've built.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to tell me that my car is good?
Yeah.
No, that's not going to happen.
That's true. I never thought about
I'm
that.
not going to give you the opportunity to judge and critique my car, which I created it how I want to create it. You're not looking at it at the same way that
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. You didn't see where I started, and you don't see where it's at. You don't see where I started and where I'm at.
Yeah.
You're not.
I could see that. Yeah.
I did my first wire tuck before I did my first swap.
Yeah.
And that was from me doing research and learning how to tuck wires and what went to what and what went to where.
Yeah.
Somebody else who might have a nicer build than me has got it done at a shop. Right? So I the way that I look at it is like the person who did it themselves should not be judged the same as somebody who financed it.
Yes.
I put in the time. I learned how to do this. I learned what went to where. I learned I learned all those things.
Yeah. I could see that. Built not bought, that the classic built not bought argument, right? But when it comes to building a car, you have to go, like, how early, how from the ground up do you consider fully built? Like, are you gonna take like a EF, a Rusty, and then you go from the ground up?
It just it depends on what you want to be able to be. If you're building or if you're cooking a meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you just buy the sauce? Did you get tomatoes? Did you get organic? tomatoes.
Did you grow them in your backyard?
Did you grow them in your? Yeah, there's different levels to
Yeah.
everything, right? So everybody has their own levels. Everybody has their own criteria. That's what I'm saying. When I go to a show, or I'm not gonna put my car in a show and get a judge from this dude that doesn't even know
Yeah.
anything about anything.
So when because I'm not too familiar with the show cars, when you go to the shows, it's all one category.
No, there's so many different categories, and it'll be like
Best old Honda.
they'll chop the shit out of it, bro. It'll be like Honda, and then it'll be like EG, and then EK, and then hatchback, and then best two-door, and it's just like so much bullshit, and then you're just like,
Damn.
who's the
everything?
one? Yeah,
Okay.
who's the one that's choosing this? You know, and I've judged before too, so I get to see like the behind the scenes of shit, and it's just like a bunch of bullshit. Like, oh, I didn't see it, but yeah, let's put that one in because we need to have a first place. E.g., oh well, I know that guy. He's big on social media or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of it is a bunch of bullshit. You know, and I feel like once I'm a very curious person.
Yes.
And I like to ask why. And once you start to do that, it starts to like pull the veil up, and you got to see things for like, why?
Yes.
If I'm not doing this for any sort of joy,
Yeah.
why am I doing this?
Yes.
My time is valuable,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and that goes back to, what we were talking about earlier is are you doing it for your own ego? Me. Oh, and I got the fastest car, me, or I got the cleanest car, me. You know what I'm saying? But what people don't understand and racers, and I would like to address all the racers out there, is like, you're not building the car for yourself. You're building it for that kid that's in the stands going, wow. That kid, like, wow. That's who you're building it for, and when you switch your mindset to that, like, yeah, because when you go to the races it's a show. You're putting on a show.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
At the end of the day, it's not about you. Of course, bragging rights, like, I whooped your ass with the boys, you get your prize.
Yeah.
But if you switch your thinking to like, hey, I'm putting on a show, I'm going to show people what I can do.
Yeah.
This is for them. And I invest my time and my money for these bolts, these things, for that kid that comes up and is like, I like your. That's what you're building it for. That's how I can answer your question about how you find that. That ego. That's how you push the ego out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I the way that I think about like what we do, I'm a creative before anything. Before anything, I'm a creative, and I just want to create. And the products that we offer are a tool for others to create their vision and make their vision come to reality.
Yes, because the show aspect of things, the bolts, it really is an art, bro. It really is, because it's art's a form of expression. You build my car, this is my car, and this is, it really is an art form, especially that shaved bay thing that you said.
Yeah.
That looks crazy. I remember when I was a kid and I was seeing like, what the fuck? Where's the wires at?
For sure.
Thing? You did one of the first one. That's cool, bro.
Yeah, let me show you. Have you ever seen REG before?
How did you figure that one out? You took everything under the intake or something like that,
right?
Right?
So you're talking about 2007, 2008, 2009. So this is when like the forums were popping, and there was a thread. It was called the shaved and tuck thread. And what that was, excuse me, bro, I'm trying to show you a picture. But what that was a group of guys that their main objective was to.
Man, I had the coaster here the whole time.
That's all good, bro. Their main objective was to hide or relocate whatever they can, so they can have the cleanest, emptiest looking engine bay. So that like intrigued me, and that's what I wanted to do. So I'm on this forum daily, and then you're seeing people post up things like, oh, battery relocation, power steering relocation, or whatever. So I'm just soaking all of that in. Watch this. This is my EG.
Wow.
So that's I got that car in 2009. It's a 92 EG6 SIRS. So it's a real SIRS. So
that's dope, Frank.
Yeah. So I built that car. And that was what I wanted to do, and I really didn't have any sort of motivation of of being fast or anything
Yeah.
like that. It was just I want this car to just.
It's a different get down.
I was into drawing, bro. And this was what I was drawing. It was my physical drawing that came to life, and that's what I looked at. And I have another one. I'm pretty sure maybe you've seen this one before. That one. So
Yeah,
that's
Heavy in
the
the
Heavy in the
Street.
Streets. Yeah. So that was the last rendition of it. So that was about 2017. Um, but that was
Fire, man.
another
Thank you for showing me.
representation. And then this had like, a K20 A3 in it, and it was like, oh, I would get shit on like how it's like the slowest K series or whatever. And I was just
Yeah.
like, I don't. Who
Bro,
cares?
that's one thing too. That is people. It could get toxic. It could get toxic, and for a lot of dudes, that's where it ends for them. I don't want to work with a Honda because more because it's toxic. It can get very toxic, but like you said, just like I'm building this, because I like it. I like it.
If I still had that ego, I could go head to head with anybody out there
Yeah.
to this day, right now. If
Yeah.
you want to talk about like speed and shit like that, whatever, I'll put it all together because
Yeah.
I know who I can reach out to. I don't have to. I'll show you downstairs, bro. I have a Jerry built motor.
Jerry.
Jerry built the motor for me. It's a 4-piston head,
Yeah.
CNC port and polish,
Yes.
a CSS block.
Mhm.
What'd you say? Tram?
Trom.
Pistons. Trom pistons. Manly Turbo Tough
Oof.
rods. Drag Cartel head package cam.
Full artillery.
Bro, I have all-wheel drive trans ready to go. I have FCS all-wheel drive kit. The only thing I have a turbo, the was it JDL, the from Arizona, the turbo manifolds. I'm so sorry. So many fucking names and acronyms, but I have 90% of a all-wheel drive, fully capable with over 1,000 horsepower, all-wheel drive turbo setup.
You have everything to prove.
For what?
Yeah.
For what?
If you go down that road of trying to prove to everyone, you'll never run out of dudes that want proven to.
And who am I gonna prove it to?
Yeah, I know exactly. Like, what? I don't need to.
This dude that has, that has dirty fingernails. Like,
yeah.
you're faster than me, dog. You got that. Go ahead.
You got it. Yeah.
You got that.
Yeah, I gotta go feed my kids.
For what?
Yeah.
I've been in the Honda game since 2007. I've built so many memorable cars or renditions of my car.
Yeah.
I moved on, but there's still that, like, I still have that itch, but that itch is because I want to draw another picture. It's not because I want to win an art show.
Could you agree that when you're starting out, the young viewers, you should have that drive to prove yourself, because I feel like you're coming from, you're talking, you're 18 year in the game, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
What about would you advise this to 1 year in the game, Frank, or should he stay proving himself? You know what I'm saying?
To who? I would prove
not
myself.
to an individual, to the industry. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know.
I would prove myself to myself.
To yourself.
That's
Okay.
what it would be, and that to take everything else as inspiration. Okay, so say let's go to racing. Say Speed Factory was my idol, and I love their car, and that's what I wanted to do. I would get as close as I could to building that, and then I would learn, and then build, and then learn, and then learn, and it wouldn't be competing against anybody else but myself from last year, from the knowledge that I've built.
That's a good word. So you're proving to yourself that you can do it too.
For sure. Because
that's a good
it's
word.
like, I've been in the game for so long.
Yeah.
I've met my quote unquote idols, people that I looked up to, and maybe they have a fast car, maybe they have a magazine car, maybe they have the best car I've ever seen. Who are they? Do they have a family? How are they to their wife? How are they to their children? Where are they on Halloween?
Yeah.
And we were just saying,
Yeah. This that
you know,
yeah.
like
This is
what
grown
that's what
man.
matters to me.
This is grown man talk. Is who am I buying from, right? And I've had those instances where I like what you, and then you meet him, and you're like, man, this guy's an asshole. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, but yeah, proving it to yourself is the driving force,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Why and I the reason I can talk like this is because I've been at that position
Yep.
before. I've been at these shows. I've been at Week Fest and upset that I didn't win an award. But then
Yeah.
thinking like the dude that's giving out this award, who is he? What has he built?
Yeah.
Has he been in the garage? Has he disassembled an OEM Honda harness, took it apart, and put it back together, and the car start? Has he done this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that he could tell what looks nicer than the other, but like, you're not gonna validate my build
Yeah.
because you've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that, bro.
I would suck as a judge because I'm I'm easily impressed by some of these cars. If you got yesterday, I don't know if you saw a Type R Integra pulled up to the shop.
Okay.
American Type R, and then the day before I was talking about how these were my dream cars, and then Type R was one of them. Man, bro, those cars until one pulls up, you appreciate like, damn, this is just clean.
Yeah.
And like you're saying about the judges, is there some bias in there? Is this an EG guy? Is this a Integra guy? And even though this Acura TL is much cleaner, is he going to pick the Integra because he's an Integra guy? Or is he really going to dissect the build and really look past the chassis
Yeah.
and look at the craftsmanship behind it? And
For sure.
I know I would suck. I'd be like, Acura, Integra got it.
Yeah. No. I feel you, and a lot of this is coming from me. I'm 40 years old. I've been through a lot, and I've done a lot of work on myself. So I look at my old self, and I look at things that I would do and things that I would be focused on.
Yeah.
And I am glad that I went through that at that age. I'm glad that I went through it at that age so I could learn.
Yeah, and you need all the bad things. Like all the bad things that happen in our lives. It's sometimes it's a blessing in disguise because you use that, and it's a driving force. You got
For sure.
You got rejected by this company that you liked, or this person did this to you. At the moment, you get a case of the why me's, but then later it's like, that was cool.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. And like, so say I'm talking to a younger person.
Yeah.
I would just want to ask them why.
Yeah.
Let's get to that.
The needy greedy.
The why of it all. And if it's okay, if your why is because I would talk to some people and they're like, I want to build a fast Honda. Okay, cool. Why? So I could pull up next to a BMW or a Lamborghini and smoke them. Like,
Yeah.
okay. You can do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. But like, you need to ask yourself why.
Yeah, and if your why is, you can smoke a scat pack real quick, and then what do you have left?
Well, then what? Okay, that dude's still driving home with heated seats. You got one seat.
Yeah, loud as fuck.
Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
arguably the best basketball player ever.
Yeah.
Is he a good person?
I don't
Is he a good dad? Is he a good husband? Can that motherfucker kickflip?
Yeah.
You're judging somebody at one aspect,
Yes.
and that's it. That's not what I look for
yeah.
in life at this age, what you're asking me now. So if somebody has a super fast car, you got that. You won.
Yeah.
You won. That's it. You won from that small aspect.
Yes.
If we're talking Rubik's Cubes and you could do that shit with your eyes closed, hey, you got that, bro.
Yeah.
But if that's all you can do or that's all you have to offer.
Yeah, choose your pioneer. You know, if that guy in that scat pack is your driving force to do better, you're gonna get there quick because all you need to beat him is, you know, a small turbo and you're done. And then after that, you've reached your goal, and then what? So, you know, and I have my pioneers and the people that I want to be like, you know, and you got to choose them wisely in the sense of, you know, is your pioneer your next door neighbor, you know, that you know, drinks after work, all nothing wrong with that, a little beer here and there, but is that your driving force? Is that who you look up to? You know, because you're gonna achieve that very quick. Or is it, you know, is it Speed Factory Racing? Is that your focal point? You know, and I think you'll get farther like that too.
For sure.
Choose your heroes, choose your pioneers wisely.
You know, and thinking the way that I do, I wouldn't even recommend it for everybody because like ignorance is really bliss. It is. And if you chasing, you know, from 10-9 to 10-8, if that shit, happiness is like you want to find happiness and you want to hold on to it as much as possible. So if your happiness is like your ego, or is it trying to outshine everybody or being the lowest car or whatever, if like that brings you true happiness, hey bro,
yeah,
do whatever you're gonna do. Like
yeah.
I'm only living life how I think is correct.
Yeah.
But my way doesn't work for everybody.
I wasted a lot of time chasing attaboys, bro. Approval.
Mm-hmm.
Attaboys from people. And I wouldn't get them 9 times out of 10. But an attaboy from the wife or the kids, that's worth a billy, bro.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Versus, you know, attaboy from, you know, the guy at the shop. Good job. I'm like, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
But when you get home and your wife is like, good job. Like,
yeah,
you're ready to take on the world tomorrow.
For sure.
You know?
But that mentality, what does that mean to somebody who doesn't have a family?
Who doesn't have a family. So
what does it mean to somebody who never had a family where they they got love?
Yeah. Well, that's particular to me, and that's kind of tough to answer because what I'm trying to say is don't look for approval from other people. That's basically it.
Yeah.
You know, because people will always come up short, bro. You know, when I first started, I had a certain set of friends, and almost all of them are gone now, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Same.
You know, so you set yourself up for failure, kids, if you put all of your chips on other people, and depending on how they react to how well you do or how bad you do, if their validation means everything to you, you're setting yourself up for a world of disappointment, my friend.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't have a family, you're young, you know, your brother, your sister, somebody, a mentor, a good mentor. I can't emphasize that enough, is find a good mentor, bro. And, you know, I can't mentor everyone, but I encourage you young men to find a good mentor. And by a good mentor, I mean someone that's going to call you out on bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, is going to call you out like, hey man, what are you doing that for? It makes you feel uncomfortable, Frank.
No, for sure, bro. And I feel like you need to be that for yourself. Yeah. And that's where I'm at, and that's where I've been for that's been my focus for quite some time now. Is calling myself out on my own bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
And learning how to dissect and decipher it and understand like this tricky language that I'm using. I'm just making excuses for my own bullshit.
Yeah. And that's good. That's a good way of thinking. That's a great way of thinking, is because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's sometimes the industry gets toxic because on the Instagram we like to showcase our successes and we're perfect.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, you snap a bolt, and if you're so fixed on being perfect, you feel like you're the worst mechanic ever.
Yeah.
Everybody snaps bolts, bro. Everybody fucks up. And I try to push that as well, is don't get discouraged, bro. Don't let this Instagram highlight. It's a highlight reel.
Yeah.
You know, people are going to talk shit. It's just, that's how it is, man. Especially if you're doing very well, you know. If you're doing very well, you know, because you're going to get haters. But haters don't hate on you, I always say, is they hate themselves because they don't know how to be like you know? And I don't know if you also experience this. I get more support from people that are far away.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're a direct reflection
Yeah.
to what your primo could have been.
Exactly. Yeah. You'll experience people that don't support you locally in your footprint because they see it as you guys all have the same cards, bro, and you know how to play. You
Yeah.
know how to play poker better than they do, and that's what they hate is they can't play poker like you.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure. For sure. And it's just, if you're not dealing with these things, then you're not succeeding. Your friends, your friend circle has to get mixed up. Like everything has to get mixed up in
Yeah.
order to reach the new heights,
Yeah.
new levels, and you just got to be okay with that.
Yeah. You got to be as graceful as you can, man. Like people are gonna talk shit about you, and they're gonna say these things about you, but don't do the same to them, because now you're like them, and people are always gonna talk. Don't let it fuck with you. It's
Yeah.
just how the game is, Frank. Of course, obviously, if they overstep, like the homies, and you got to put the step in.
Yeah, no. I feel you on that. And like, even I said fuck that guy or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because of like we're just different people.
Yeah.
Like I've been through different things than he's been through. Like I've progressed in other ways that he hasn't. And it's just like I don't hate anybody. I'll just
Yeah.
say some shit because it's funny. Whatever, fuck you, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's just like I don't hate anybody because everybody's on their own path, and we're all together in this industry.
Yeah.
But like when we all clock out, what does life look like?
Yeah. People will. You can trust people to be people, bro. You can trust people to fuck up on you. You can trust people to lie to you. You can just trust people to do those things to you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just people, bro, and we're all people. And I don't want to get too deep, but those things happen. And if you take it too serious, bro, Frank, it'll bring you down too.
For sure. For sure.
It's like cancer, because it'll just start out with something small. Oh, this person did this to me.
Yeah.
And then because of that, I've had people that I've sponsored, Frank, and they sell the car or they fuck me over. I'm not going to let that experience keep me from sponsoring a good person.
Got you. Yeah.
I'm not going to become a shell of a person because maybe this person is different. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the cancer starts, is now, since I think like that, I've helped people out, and that's helped me so much. But if I became like, man, last time I sponsored someone, they did this.
For sure.
But that's not this person isn't this person.
And there's a lesson in that. What did you not see in that person that you sponsored that you should have seen? It's never like, fuck, this came out of the blue.
Well, what happened was, when you're younger, I was easily impressed. I was easily impressed by a 9-second Hyundai, and I want my name on it. So I would go out of my way for a certain person. Some people will know who I'm talking about. I went out of my way for this person to put my name out there, because when you sponsor someone, it's quid pro quo, man. It's, hey, I'm gonna help you. You don't have to spend money, but my name's gonna be on this car, and more people are gonna see me. This was when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But then this person, I got, when I was younger, my finances weren't there, so I couldn't keep sponsoring this person. I couldn't keep helping this person out as much as I wanted to. It's like, bro, I don't got the cheese right now.
Yeah.
So then the sponsorship stopped for a little bit, and that's when the bashing started from this person, because I wasn't doing what he wanted me. So he took advantage of my youth.
Yeah.
And young renters, if there's going to be people like that see that ignorance in you and that inexperience, and they're going to want sponsorships from you, and you're going to do it or want to do it because you want your name out there, and they'll take advantage, but you're going to learn from that lesson and be like, I got to learn how to read people better, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. This guy that I sponsor now, his name is Josh. He has a dope ass FG2 all-wheel drive. He has everything. And that guy, I talk about this guy all the time. He's a Navy veteran. I sponsored him, and what he did was he took me out to eat first. He didn't even ask for shit. You know, he's like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna take you out to eat. I'll show you what I got." I was like, "Okay." Took me out, bought me steak. It's not about the food either.
Yeah.
Even though I like to eat, boys. Talked to me, and he laid it out. "Hey, bro, this is what I want to do. And went, bah, 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 bah. Let me know how much it's gonna cost." And so you know, he offered to pay first. And that really impressed me. So I was like, "Look, bro, we're gonna sponsor you, you know, because I can see that you were raised right, and you have, you know, you have that you're proper in that way, you know." So we sponsor him. Now he's one of the most known FG2s, J swapped, and so it was a good move. But because I got to understand him and learn him more, and now what I say is I don't sponsor cars, bro. I sponsor people.
Yeah, I've seen you say that. I love that, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's just building partnership with people.
Yeah, and this person that I was talking about earlier that did that to me, he has a really fast car. 8 seconds. Fast. I think he hit 7 seconds in the East Coast recently. Fast. But he's useless to me as a person.
Yeah.
But then I got guys that are running 12 seconds that I sponsor. He's a good team player. More useful I could build with this person.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
For sure.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like that. And it's just the way that I can justify it is that I just didn't see that, or I didn't want to see that in their personality. And the other thing that I thought I was gonna get was like clouding my judgment.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for a sob story. You know, you're gonna young kid.
Yeah.
Hey man, and they could be lying, and then I help them out, but it's the fact that you wanted to help that I think that counts even more. Even if they fuck you over later, you still had that intention. You know?
For sure. Yeah. Then it is what it is. As long as you had a good intention with it, that's all that matters.
And then with all this stuff that I'm telling you, I've grown and I live my life so much more comfortable, bro. The pressure is easier, and I get so much support from people online that I've never met before, and it's awesome that I get to speak about these things that people don't really speak about.
Yeah.
In the industry, way past cars.
For sure. Now that's one thing that I want to talk to you. And you were talking about Halloween, and I remember one reel that you had. It said like, if you're at the shop and you got a family or whatever, like just leave. I'm paraphrasing, like go spend time with your family. Talk about that a little bit. Like, why do you feel like that's an important message to put out?
Okay. People are gonna disagree with me, and I understand. Like, man, we gotta work to feed. Yeah, you do have to work to feed. And I fuck up too. Like sometimes, like, hey babe, I gotta stay extra. As much as I want to go home, I gotta stay working extra. But you have to understand that you could be a business owner, but the business owns you. You know what I'm saying? You could be a business owner and you say, you know how people put, oh, I'm entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? But the business owns you, bro. You don't respect your times. It's 9 to 5. You have to go home from 9 to 5, but you're there at 11 o'clock at night. Why? What are you doing here? And I've been guilty of this as well. And then once you're there late, you didn't put your kids to sleep, and then you were there late for a customer, which is all right. Customer service is important. And then the next day, the customer picks up their part, and then you don't see him again.
Yeah.
And they don't give a fuck. They give a fuck about their part, because let's be honest, they care what they want their product. You're cool, but he's gonna go to his family. He's gonna show up to your doors the next day at 9, and he's gonna leave. And then you're left with, fuck, I didn't put my kids to sleep.
Yeah.
And I gotta face them today.
Yeah.
Who does he have to face? No, he showed up the next day at 9.
Yeah. No.
So you have to establish your boundaries, and sometimes customers don't respect it. You're like, hey, bro, and I understand it's hard. You don't want to talk to certain people like that because you don't want to come off as an asshole. But like you said, who are you being an asshole to?
Yeah.
You know, you're being an asshole to the kids.
To your kid, who's half of you.
Yeah, you know, get that. You're worried about being an asshole more to a person than
Yeah.
the kids, and I've been guilty of that. You know.
Yeah.
And those are the tough combos. And I'm having a good time, Frank. Thank you, bro. I'm having a really good time.
Good, bro. I'm so glad, dude. I'm
Yapping.
glad that we just get to talk about these things and talk about life. Because how often do you just get to sit with somebody and just bullshit and not the conversation be a byproduct to you guys wrenching or watching a football game or something? Like, no, there's nothing else distracting us. This is just the raw conversation.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I love podcasting, because you never know where the conversation's gonna go to.
What got you into podcasting, bro? Let's talk about that.
So I was just a fan of podcast. So I'll be working here and just listening to music, and then I just started to listen to podcasts, and it was like Joe Rogan podcast.
2018, you said?
This was, well, I started the podcast in 2018. So I got into podcasts as a fan probably about like 2016 maybe.
It's been around for that long?
Podcasting has been around since like maybe 2009 or so. It's been around for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
But it just got mainstream.
Yeah, I definitely got mainstream, I would say about 2020, you know.
Yeah.
So take it back to about like 2016 or so. You know, I'm listening to podcasts and just like very intrigued. And you know what really got me into it is, are you familiar with Kaizen Speed?
Kaizen.
Yeah, KS Tuned.
KS Tune.
KS Tune.
Yes.
They do a lot of HF series back in the day. Now they do a lot of Corvette.
Yes, I bought a lot of deletes.
Yes,
Shout out
exactly.
KS Tune. Very good
yeah,
product.
so
Very good product.
Reed is the owner of Kaizen Speed KS Tuned, and he did a podcast. This was before I even this might have been my first podcast that I ever listened to. So he had some guests on there that I was really interested in, like John Veloso from K-Tune, the owner of K-Tuned.
Yeah.
Dave Sue from Skunk 2, Brian Gillespie from Hassport. So he had these guys on his podcast. So I'm listening to these stories and I'm just like blown away, because I had relationships with these guys already, but I didn't know their full story.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to listen, got hooked, and then I started to branch off from there, and then I'm listening to the comedy podcast or whatever, and then just got into it. And then my thing was like, I loved to have conversations and just to talk about life and aliens and conspiracy theories and talk about everything.
Yeah.
But my day-to-day was just everything had to do with cars, you know? And like, you know, after a while, I don't care what it is, dude. If you're eating pizza, like, you're gonna get fucking tired of pizza, you know? So I was like, dude, I'm so sick of just talking about cars all the time, because I have so many other interests.
Yeah, because you could only talk so much about them. Yeah.
You know, it's just, and then, so I was like, I want to start a podcast of things that I do in my downtime. So that's why I can downtime with Downstar.
Yeah, genius name.
Thank
I love
you.
that, bro.
Somebody actually came up with it.
Who was?
I'm not sure, but on Facebook I put up like, this is my podcast, what should I call it? And somebody came with the name. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So then I started the podcast, and I started it with guests with people in my network in the Honda community. First episode was with Big Mike, and then it just grew from there. And I had, you know, like Rywire on. I've had like Steph Papadakis on before. Ron Bergenholtz, and you're talking Jerry Bill. I've had him on.
Jerry Bill. Shout out Jerry, bro. He's one of my heroes.
Like pretty much all of the OGs, I've had them. Miles Batista, I've had Miles on. Then
Miles from Rev Hard.
Yeah, Rev Hard. And
That old man.
Yeah.
Miles, shout out.
I've had him on. Then I've had so many people on the podcast, and then it just started to spread and grow and reach outside of the Honda community, other makes and models, and then even outside of cars. And
good for you, Frank.
Thank you, bro.
Good for you, bro.
And
really,
like,
truly,
I still love it to this day. Like 100% of the podcast I do by myself.
I see you have everything. The fact that you make time, because time, right, it's always been gold, but now it's platinum now or whatever. It's higher
for
than
sure.
gold. You know what I'm saying? the fact that you make time for this, hats off. Because how do you do it? How do you? Is there a certain day designated for? Do you?
It's just about managing
Yeah.
your time. You know, people, at least for myself, when I would say I don't have time, that's just bullshit. It could pull from somewhere. Where am I going to pull the time from?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the time from me because I want my business to succeed.
Yeah.
I want my podcast to succeed. But more importantly, I want my family to succeed. I want me as a husband to succeed. I want me as a father
That's some G shit
to
right
succeed.
there, bro.
And I have to focus on all of them and give my attention to all of them if I want all of them to grow.
Yeah.
And then I have time at the end, and that time comes from me.
Yeah, because you're tip of the spear.
Whether
Tip of the spear, baby.
I want to do this, okay. I got to take time away from somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do this podcast that we're doing right now. Orders aren't getting done, but it will get done.
Yeah.
This is where my value is right now.
Okay.
This isn't cutting into family time.
Yeah.
But if it did, say we could only do it Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay, Saturday all day, I'm going to spend time with my family because now I'm going to transition my time that I would have had in the morning or whenever. I'm going to transfer it at night.
Jesus. My hat's off to you. I can't. I'm all over the place, bro. I need to learn how to manage my time like that. Because it looks like you got it narrowed down.
I mean, it's the highlight reel.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's the highlight reel. Yeah, I'm
That's
trying.
tight, yeah.
So like, I figure out what are the things that bring me negativity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, a lack of sleep
Yes.
brings me negativity, right?
Yeah.
Caffeine brings me negativity.
Oh, you can't do the caffeine.
Like, I haven't had a coffee in so long, but today, like last night, I went to sleep at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I said, like, you know, I'm going to have one today because I was on it like every single day. I was just either coffee, energy drinks. And about 2 months or so ago, cut that out, cold turkey.
Yeah.
And it's just been recently just a little dip here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't want to rely on it at all because it makes me feel a certain way.
Yeah. You have a lot of you're very in touch with like things like that. Like, hey, it's fucking me up. I need to stop.
Not you want to say like calling yourself out on your bullshit?
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Okay. I enjoy eating. Okay. Why? What is it? It's why I need to eat. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you need to eat?
I feel attacked, Frank.
I've attacked myself so many times.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like I get to work, I'm gonna get a coffee in the morning. Well, let me just get a sandwich because, you know, I haven't eaten or whatever. I'm gonna eat snacks or whatever. Okay, so I started fasting.
Yeah. Oh, you started doing fast.
16-hour
Wow.
fast. So
Yeah.
I was very disciplined on that. And I'm just like
water, right?
just water and black coffee.
Okay.
That's all it would be, right?
Okay.
Like, okay, the last meal I had was 8 p.m. the other night, or the night before, excuse me.
Yeah.
12 hours is 8 a.m. Add 4 onto that. 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10, 11, 11, 12. Okay, I can't eat until noon. And I did that for months, like strict on it. And I lost like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Bro, 10 pounds to me is a lot. I'm a little dude.
Yeah.
You know? So losing 10 pounds is a lot.
Yeah.
But having that bullshit voice in your head, like, dude, you got to eat.
Oh,
Breakfast is the most important part of the day. Oh, shit, my wife served me this much. Well, I don't want to be rude. I got to eat it. Whatever fucking bullshit you cook up in your head,
yeah, man.
you need to decipher that and be like, that's my bitch voice.
Hey, man, you got the Lord's discipline. It's good.
It's
right,
You
baby.
have to build on top of it.
Yeah.
You know? And you have to realize, like, where your bullshit is.
Yeah.
You know? And you got to, like, face that shit.
Yeah.
Head on. And I have no problem doing that.
Yeah. I like to hear that because it the words that you just spoke to me, it challenged me, and that's good. It's good because I need to start doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For sure. And you need to,
Stick to it and gain that calloused.
for sure. Every day is a victory or a lesson.
Yeah.
That's it. But when you get to the point and you're just like, fuck, I can't do this. Fuck it.
Yeah, you get a case of the fuck it.
Fuck it. You know, and even like being a business owner.
Yeah.
You're like, I got to get these orders done. How am I going to pay the bills? I pay all the bills. I need to stay here and I need. Okay, do you?
Yeah.
Manage your time better.
Yeah.
You know, stay focused.
Yep.
More. Don't take on as many jobs.
Yep.
Hire somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
And a lot of shop owners struggle with that. I know I've struggled with that. Is you bite off more than you can chew, and then you're fucking in the hole, and you're like, damn.
And who gets the worst part of you?
But it's 9 times out of 10, it's your own fault, fool.
Your wife gets the worst of you.
Yeah.
Your kids get the worst of you.
Yeah.
But to John, who doesn't give a fuck about you, but John has a race coming up this weekend, and you're like, fuck yeah, I could do it for you, John, because I want
John gets
to
the
be
best of you. Who the fuck is John?
Fuck John, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And we're not saying fuck John like customer service, but John needs to know his place sometimes.
That's
You
it.
know?
Hey.
Yeah.
We just had our big sale, right? I have 2 sales a year. Traditionally, it's only been 1, but this year we added another sale.
What are your 2 sales?
So first is our Black Friday sale, which we call Bolt Friday. So
Yeah.
it's actually turned into like a tradition. So we've been doing it since maybe 2010, 2011, but everybody knows that come Black Friday is Bolt Friday. We make it an event. We release new products. We have doorbusters, like old school Black Friday vibes to it.
Yeah. BOGOs.
Everything. Dude, it's going to be a great time. We don't raise the prices 2 months later and then drop it down. Like, no, you're getting a fucking deal. But
Companies do that, huh?
when you're, oh yeah, hell yeah. Dude, the customers aren't dumb, bro. And they know. They know who's playing with them and they know who's real. But we have that relationship. And this is what the relationship is I'm giving you 25% off, but these shipping terms are not going to be 2 days. They're not going to be 3 days.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to stress over getting you this order and take away time that I could be spending from my family. We're having this trade-off. I'm giving you this deal, but you're going to have to wait a couple more weeks before you get the product.
Yes.
Let's have this relationship.
Yeah. Cut me some slack, and I'm cutting you some. You know, cut me some too.
And if that doesn't work out for your timeline, hey, maybe next time. Here's your money back. It's all good, bro.
Yeah. And that's that's separating. I've had a big problem with being too nice. Sob stories get to me, but I've learned how to cut that off. You know what I'm saying? Because people could smell that off of you.
Yeah, it's a weakness, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
People pleasing.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's like another weakness is like, what could somebody tell you, call you, do to you to get you out of your character, right? So you're driving here to this podcast, you're in a good mood, we're gonna have a good combo, and somebody cuts you off.
Yeah.
You fucking, what the fuck? Now your mission is like, I want to cut this guy off. We're gonna road rage or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have any control of yourself because that person has control of you because they know what button that they could press on you to get whatever they want. They can manipulate you to get you to do whatever they want you to do.
Yeah, your reactions. Yeah, your reactions. And back to the young kids. The young kids are hot-headed, bro. They react so easy to anything.
For sure.
Anything, and they fuck up their lives. And anything tips them over. I don't know what it is. I have some ideas, but don't react so easily, bro.
Well, you know? It's like somebody has
unless they cut you off in traffic. Fuck them.
Somebody has that control of you.
Yeah.
Right. You know, like another example is I'm trying to build our TikTok. So every time I go on there, I'm trying to post something. So
how's TikTok, bro? You like TikTok?
It's not my favorite. It's something that I know that it's beneficial if I grow in. So I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
You know, so I got on and was talking about that CEO or the creator of
Battlefield.
no Call of Duty, yeah,
Okay.
that crashed,
Yeah.
you know. And I watched the
I played,
video.
yeah. R.I.P.
Rest in peace to that dude, man. Like it's so sad to see because
Oh yeah.
was it like a F90? He's living life, fucking, and just like one mistake, and it's all gone.
Yeah.
And I would catch myself.
Yeah, bro. The Lord calls anybody and everybody.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if you're rich, poor. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't need to be racing. I don't need to be on the freeway and just because somebody pulls up to me, race. So I did a little video talking about like that. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
Tell me this morning some BMW didn't pull next to me and rev on me and try to race me. And you know how hard it was?
What were you driving?
My BMW.
Which one is yours? The M series?
I have an M8. So
Is it here?
Yeah.
I'll check it out later.
Yeah, it's bro, full bolt on, full tune. Like it's probably making like 7.5. It's all wheel drive.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucker. And I would have
Demolished him.
I would have killed him. It wasn't even an M. You know, granted that doesn't mean anything when you're tuning it or whatever, but still, like, for what?
What transmission do those have? What are that called?
I don't fucking 8-speed. I don't know, dude.
Is it the ones that sound nice when they shift? They fart.
Well, you can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tune it so when you can make like backfire and shit like that. And mine has all that shit, dude.
Yeah. Sheepy has a really nice Beamer, dude. That thing is nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Shit.
He's turning into he's veering off into Beamers. Spreading out his knowledge.
Good,
into Beamer
good.
world. So he's doing a lot of Beamer stuff.
Damn, I don't remember seeing that.
Oh yeah, hit him up, bro.
Yeah.
He's doing more Beamer stuff.
I saw that he was tuning a couple BMWs. I didn't know that if he had one.
Yeah, he has a really nice one, the black one.
But
Chacaloso.
yeah.
Chacaloso.
But I say all that to say this, like, good, evil, angel, devil, whatever way you want to think about it, like that energy is always going to be calling you. Like I said that yesterday that I'm not going to be trying to race, and nobody comes up and tries to race me, and then the next day somebody tried to race me. No, this is a sign from someone like, oh, you said that? Let's test it out.
Yeah. I always say this, Frank, is this world is always out to get you. This world is always trying to bring you down. This world hates you, you know, and things like that. Like the things that you don't want to do, you do. And the things, you know, the things you have to do, you don't want to do. Like we don't want to exercise. But those are the things that are actually good for you. You know what I'm saying? We want to race, but you know, it'll.
It's not the best idea.
No, it's not the best idea. But we will. You know, we racers. We like that rush. We like that adrenaline. I don't. You know, I don't. Racing in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. You know, that's. I don't. I'm not a racer myself. You know, but that's what my customers do. They race. But you know, I rather them race than do other things. You know, be careful. Drag race
for sure.
And they're taking away, bro. They're taking away the tracks.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me too. Is if you don't want people street racing, I believe that California just wants the tickets.
It's a game, bro.
Yeah,
we're just trying to make money.
Yeah, because they can't write tickets for speeding if you're at the track. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, the world's not fair, bro.
Yeah,
the world's not fair.
What do you think about those takeovers?
I have two aspects of me. Who are you asking? Me, the 40-year-old man, or me, the fucking
the
irresponsible that used to be at the Krispy Kreme meets and fucking just like so stoked and having a good time.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, the dad in me is like, "Hey, kids, go home. You know, just be careful." But they're out of control sometimes, bro. A lot, like they burn cars. They yank people out that are like trying to get to work. Like, fuck that. I'll go to jail. I'll go to prison if I go to and somebody tries to yank me out. It's a wrap.
There's something inside of me that is attracted to chaos.
Yeah.
Like, this is gonna be even bad to say, but like I would love to have been. I don't want to say love, but it would have been an experience to see like something like
The Stand,
like 9/11.
Yeah.
Just to witness this. Everything that is going on and just being like, this is
crazy,
insane. Like Woodstock 99,
Mm-hmm.
where they had 300,000 people at this venue that was, fitting for 150,000 people. Like, people
Yeah.
died in those fires, and like, like, I don't know what it is about me, like crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't want to see shit like that. It'll fuck you up.
for not like, and it's even, I don't even know if I'm explaining it right. Like, I don't want to see the death and destruction, but just like witnessing history and witnessing something
Exciting.
So,
Not exciting, but like I know what you're trying.
How do you say it without it sounding bad?
Um,
I don't know, but it's like, so that brings me to like takeovers, the energy that's there, and the fucking lawlessness, and it's like the Lord of the Flies, and you're just like, this is insanity. But then it's like, boom, we snap out of it.
like Wiz Khalifa said, searching for the thrill of it.
The whatever the fuck, whatever you want to call it. Do I condone it? No. Would I go? No. Do I think there are a lot of bad fucking kids? Yeah, but like,
just be careful, kids.
Just I'm not.
You're not gonna stop them.
I'm not gonna lie and say that sometimes I don't look at the reels and fucking, it's looking at a car crash and you're like, this is crazy, but it's bad.
Okay, this is my take on it. Check this one out. Dive into the rabbit hole. We're not at war right now, right? War's over. Mm-hmm. Hey, boys, back it up. Go home. There's no wars are fought by young men, bro. When you go out there, we were 20 years old, 25, young. There's no war going on, so these young men gotta release it somewhere.
Yeah,
we can't send them off to war because there is no war. There's no. Because, young men are gun-ho. We get brainwashed easily. And we're like, I want to go fuck some shit up. Wars are fought by young men. There is no war right now. So they're out there fucking, me.
If you want to see it from that aspect, like, okay,
it's testosterone, bro.
It's easy to judge. Okay. Yeah. When you're there, and you're looking at everybody, why are they doing this?
Yeah.
Why do they have this anger built up? Why do they have this animalistic craving? What is all of this?
Oh, that goes back to, it's what's that word? It's prehistoric. It's we're Neanderthals, bro.
We're the same thing as we were 2,000 years ago. It's the same brain that we have. We just have, technology now.
Yeah.
What is football?
Yeah.
Contact. Why do you play football? Why do we watch UFC?
Yeah.
It's all the same shit.
Why do we drag race?
It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. Now what they're doing, I don't condone it at all. But can you condemn them? Like, who taught them right from wrong?
There's a sweet spot, Frank, in a man's life, in a young man's life. I don't want to say like between 14 and 28, where the younger they are, the easier it is to grab that, whatever that is, and that's inside of us, and influence it for very evil, or very good. You know what I'm saying? It's in all of us, and it sits there. And depending on whether you watch Saving Private Ryan movies, or you watch Fast and the Furious,
or Blood In, Blood Out,
become a gang member,
whichever fucking way you want to go.
Yeah, and man, this is a good conversation. It goes back to the beginning: is you want to catch those young dudes at that crossroads where they get a new toolbox.
I love it. I have an after school program that this little gang member kid could come to this and learn how to work on cars. Like, there's that crossroad. So how much responsibility do you put on these kids who don't have any guidance? The takeovers are the gang members of the automotive community.
Yeah, that's tight.
right?
Yeah.
So do you look at a 17-year-old gang member kid and just throw him away in jail, or do you look at him and like, well, his whole family
Yeah.
was from gangs. He had no good positive influences. Where the fuck did you think he was gonna end up?
Dig this though, Frank. If you look at the dudes now that have made the Honda industry or the car industry, the OGs, they were from '02 and up. Think about what my brother, bro, rest in peace. He got into a car accident. He was drinking. He was on some drugs. Why? It's because in the early twos there was party crews, bro. We're popping. Drinking in high school, bro. If my daughter was drinking, I'll be like, what? Where were the parents at?
For sure.
But all the dudes that got past all that shit, and now have shops, are one of the baddest motherfuckers around because they went through all that shit. Dig that.
For sure. Do you think that you can't be if you didn't?
I'm a firm believer that if life is easy for you at a young age, it's very difficult for you to patch into that killer instinct, that go-getter instinct. You know, most of the go-getters that I know have been through some shit. You know, not necessarily the Stan. You know, it was crazy back in the early twos. I wasn't there, but I witnessed my brother. That party crew shit was wild.
Yeah.
Stealing Hondas. You know, and I know a lot of these stories, and they all come from rough backgrounds, and now they're some of the nicest, most professional people that I've ever met in my life.
For sure.
Humble, bro. And some of the names that I name off today, they're OGs. But at one point, they were bad kids.
So let's take it back to takeover culture.
Yeah. What's
different between that and street racing in Ontario?
They're kids, bro. They're a bunch of kids.
What's the difference?
There's no difference. We like to judge those kids. Don't do it. I'm not saying do it, but you can't stop that testosterone. That testosterone fights wars, and that testosterone does takeovers.
Either you're gonna do something about it, you're gonna be part of the change, or just focus on you.
Yeah,
that's it.
And again, just for the record, we're not condoning. I'm not saying, hey, man, you have to go join a gang if you want to be successful. Imagine, we got a good bunch of gangbangers.
Listen to
cultivating gangbangers.
Listen to this, bro.
Nothing wrong with that.
This is a freedom space.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
If anybody takes anything out of context from what we're saying or the message that we're trying to put out, hey, so be it. We're not all on the same page of maturity, of being able to have open discussion. You got to take that shit somewhere else. This is my freedom zone to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get fired.
Yeah.
I can't get fired. And if whatever I say, if you interpret it however you want and that makes you not want to support me, so be it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know, if you're taking what I'm saying as me condoning takeover culture, hey, take it however the fuck you want to take it.
Yeah.
Every generation has their takeover culture. Whatever the gang members of the car community. Everybody listening right now has a friend, an uncle, a brother that was in gangs. What are you going to do?
It's a mob mentality, bro. Like when you get around, it's the energy that comes from doing bad things it's very it spreads
for sure.
Know? And that's how it is. That's how life is. I just I be careful, kids. You're someone's son, someone's daughter. Just be very careful where you direct whatever that is. Be careful where it's pointed at.
If there's anything that I can tell you is that your actions have consequences, good or bad.
Yeah.
And that's on you to wear.
Yeah.
If you're at a takeover and you end up getting shot, your friend ends up getting shot, somebody gets hit by a car, you hit somebody, that's the roll of the dice
Yeah, that's where
that
fucked.
you did. But if you're a gang member and you're hanging out with the wrong crowd and you end up losing your life or you take somebody else's life, these are the things that you need to know. These are the conscious decisions that you're making. And once you start to focus on yourself and look at everything that you do and you think about it like, well, there could be a negative reaction to what I'm doing. Hey, you're an adult, bro. It's on you to make that choice.
Yeah, I believe that there's some things that you have to see because the Lord wanted you to see those things, and it's either gonna fuck you up for good to do good later. Like, damn, I saw my this happen. I'm done with this. But you had to see that. There was only one way to stop you is you had to see your friend die or you had to see this.
For sure.
It's sad that that's how life works. But there would be no other way for you to stop doing this dumb shit unless you saw that. That's a tough one, Frank.
There's this famous quote that I love, bro. It's a smart person learns from their mistakes,
Yeah.
but a wise person learns from the mistakes of others.
Yeah.
And that's how I try to live. So if you tell me a story, I'll always take that into consideration, and maybe I've lived life with so much caution. I don't know. Everybody has their own life to live.
I get since I like to talk to the young guys. I always say that. Sometimes I get young dudes that come to the shop. They vent to me that their girlfriends broke their heart, and that's like the most devastating thing at that point in their life. So I gotta shut up for a little bit because in my head I'm like, that sucks, bro. I know how that feels. I want to say is suck it up, fool. Like, but I have to understand that's the most devastating thing that has happened in his life now.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta be like,
You're completely right.
I gotta shave off a few years and think about like, man, when was the first time this happened? Oh, when I was deployed, my best friend was banging my. That really happened.
Oh no.
So then I gotta be like, how did that make me feel? Oh yeah, and then I gotta, hey bro, like it's all right, Even though what I want to say is like, well, get your shit together, But
Yeah.
you gotta, you gotta tell them that, but in a certain way, or else you'll fuck them up even more. You gotta. That's how you gotta guide these little fools.
Yeah.
And the dudes that are the takeovers, I firmly believe that it's a bunch of kids that that don't have that outlet at home. They don't have that outlet, so they fucking. That's what I think. Be careful, and you gotta put it somewhere.
It's a very tough time to be a young person.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a lot more pressures to be a young person than you or I had, and we have to realize that if we really want to give any sort of advice, we have to understand the playing field and understand what they're dealing with, and we can't look at it as like, well, back in my day, because that day doesn't exist anymore. That time doesn't exist anymore, and they're not in that time.
And the way we're talking now, we're trying to motivate these young dudes. Our voices online is suppressed and it's covered up by other dumb shit. Like, everybody wants to be entertained. So me and you, Frank, having this conversation is at the very bottom of the pile of what people want to see, because people want to see Jake Paul or whatever his name is get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then under that, they want to see this. And then and me and you are at the bottom.
Yeah.
But the value is here, and kids don't want to hear it. So we have to do the guerrilla work. We have to do the footwork and talk to every kid that comes into our doors.
Yeah.
That's
you know what?
Fuck.
Another thing that another thing I'm on, bro, is was it Mel Robbins is like the theory of like let them. It's just like if you have a family member who you see that they could be doing better or what have you, and they're not, like, this is their life that they're trying to navigate, and they're doing the best or worst job that they can do or whatever, but like, you just gotta let them, bro. And that's one thing that's super hard for me.
Yeah, as a parent.
But yeah, as I can only affect what I can affect, and that's my immediate family. You're talking about my kids and my wife.
Yeah.
That's where my attention goes, and anything else, if you ask me for advice, I'll give it to you, but I'm trying my hardest not to give unsolicited advice, especially where I see that it can be used at, because it just puts more stress on me, and then people
Yeah.
just don't even want to be around me because, I think in my head I'm motivating them, but I just keep showing them the bad version of themselves that they already know that they have, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. But I mean, that's where discernment comes in, and it's like you could tell who the fuck is listening to you, or who really takes what you're saying. You can feel that, like, oh, this one don't go.
Yeah.
They hit you with the, that's crazy.
Why am I,
And they're like, all right, fool, get the fuck out of my, shop.
like, I love to do these podcasts and have these conversations and talk about, like,
It's fun. I'm having fun, bro.
Thank you, bro. I'm so glad, man. I love to get in depth with all of these things, but like,
Yeah.
if people take anything from it, I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not in a crusade to change the world. I'm
Yeah.
not in a crusade to be a mentor or to be better
Yeah.
than anybody. The most I'm gonna do is talk about my personal journey, and if you take something from it, I'm happy that you did.
I'll help do people, kids that ask, that it has to come from them.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go out of my way to go and, like you said, if it's unsolicited, then I'm not gonna, But
Yeah.
if I get a DM or someone and they ask me, or that's why the toolbox drive, they came to my shop. It's because they want to use it. People who aren't interested, and I did it on a Sunday. If they don't want to come, they're not gonna come.
Yeah.
Toolbox, bro.
I love that, bro. I love to see you giving away, and I love to see you putting your knowledge out there, and you just like having these thought provoking like conversations or what have you. I love it, bro.
I'm having fun with it, Frank. I'm having a lot of fun with it, bro.
So how did you even learn how to do content?
I talk shit. I'm a yapper.
Mm-hmm.
I just flip it and editing on the Instagram and whatever I think, whatever you guys see online is what makes me laugh. What I think is funny. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I get these ideas, and people think I'm making the content for them. Besides the teaching, that's for them. Most of the time, I'm making it for myself. Like, I watch my videos. Is that weird? I watch my own videos. Like, no, bro, who's this funny guy?
You did it. You did it. You ever thought about, have you ever had ideas of wanting to do comedy?
Comedy, I've written comedy. I write them. It's just getting up there. It's, I don't know, maybe one day I will. If there's any comedians on here that would like to hear my jokes, knock knock.
Well, you wrote it.
Yeah. So, but
There's
just getting up there
there
and talking. I wouldn't be able to handle the booze, bro. Like, boo. I'm like, fuck. That's a little bit of stage fright.
That's more reason to do it.
Yeah. Maybe one day. We'll see, guys.
Maybe
one day. That's probably an endeavor. But for right now, my focus is on talking about my story like I did today, and teaching people, and not just being an engine builder anymore, bro. I love engine building. I love it. It puts food on the table. But I want to reach out and tell my story to help young kids, bro. That's why I find satisfaction in that.
So has there been
Hey Frank, I'm a yapper, bro. If you want to cut whenever you want, bro.
I'm expecting somebody to. That's why I keep checking, because the customer was supposed to come. No
worries, bro.
We're here, bro.
Let me know
we're
if
tapped in.
We could take a break.
We're
You hungry?
bro.
I'll order pizza.
Ooh, that sounds delicious, bro.
I'll order pizza when you want.
If we got time, we'll go eat after this.
I got all day, bro. I took all day for you.
I'm good, bro. I'm a multitasker.
I know you are.
We're not going nowhere. You're locked in right now, bro. But like, I love it, bro. I love that you want to help, and the young kids need that, and like a kid that would be going to a takeover, you are maybe somebody that's showing him or her a different way, just as the Boys and Girls Club would show like a gang member kid that's going towards that path that doesn't have anything else to do after school, or they could come here and get tutored or play basketball or whatever.
Yeah. Because of my time of selfishness, when my why me days, or me, everything's about me. When you're thinking like that, I mean, it's good to be selfish to a certain extent, like, because and then people take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? But if you think that everything that we like to think that everything that bad that's going on in our life is just happening to us.
Yeah.
When it's happening, it's like, fuck, man, I'm late. I can't get this money for this bill. Why me? It's like, it's not just you, fucking selfish ass.
Yeah.
So then that was my mentality before I started growing, is that everything bad happens to me. So that now everything bad that has happened to me, I understand now that it's been it's been shaping me, bro. It's been making me stronger mentally. Now I can talk to other dudes about this.
Yeah.
I repeat this over and over, but because I'm passionate about this, is it was happening to me for a reason, bro.
Yeah, maybe this is your calling.
Yeah, helping these kids out. There's little homies. The what are the Edgars?
The little Edgars.
I get the Edgars at the shop, bro. They're cool. They like the troquitas. Those are the guys. Edgars. You guys are the ones at the takeovers. All right, fool.
Yeah, I feel for them, dog.
Yeah.
I feel for them
Why?
because, like, who knows what life looks like to them. We were talking about earlier, like, about, success and, being a business owner and stuff. Like, if I were to look at my network and my family and everything that I had around me when I was a young kid,
yeah,
I wouldn't even have any idea of owning a business. Why would I think that? It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not I wasn't born in something like that. It's not for a person like me. A person like me was supposed to live paycheck to paycheck and be in survival mode. And that's who I was supposed to be. And most people that I know from back in the day are still in that zone.
Mm-hmm.
So this life that I've created, there wasn't even a thought of a possibility.
Yeah.
And it just ended up happening from, like, I don't know how it happened. I don't know why me, but it did.
Yeah.
And now, after getting to where I'm at and looking back, I look back and be like, damn, if I could do it, why can't anybody else?
Yeah, but the paycheck to paycheck, that really builds you, bro. Like, if you're living like that now, hang on, bro. It's toughing you up. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to suffer sometimes, because if you didn't, you would not gain anything, man. So if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you feel like, bro, embrace that shit, because it's making you strong, bro. It's rough out here, but when you don't, like, when you move past that, because even me now, sometimes I struggle too. I struggle a lot. I'm like, I put this a lot on this. I am you, young rancher. It might look like, but I also deal with this. I deal with that. I deal with those things, But it's in that dealing with those things, and fuck, man, this happened to me. You could either do two things, like, fuck, this happened to me, and feel sorry for yourself, or like, I'm glad this happened to me.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for it.
Learn from it.
I'm grateful this happened to me, because now I know what to say to this little Edgar.
For sure, yeah. And then you gotta call yourself out on your bullshit too.
Yeah.
Like, why do you not feel good? Why do you need something to feel good? Why do you need to smoke? Why do you need to drink? Why do you need to indulge in pornography?
Yeah.
Why do you have to do all these things? Why are you only satisfied with the minimum? Why are you on your phone all day? Like, why do you allow these bad relationships, friendships, girlfriend or what have you?
Yeah.
Why are you so bad with money? Like, you got to ask yourself all of these questions, and you got to actually decipher it, and just be like, damn, I'm doing this because, and then you got to get to the real reason of it.
The needy greedy. But there's no rush. Is people think that they're, even if you're 45, 50, you still got time to get it together. Not that much time, but you still got time to get it together. And there's kids that are 16, 17. They're already tapped out. Like, what the fuck? Can you believe that? Like, You're a youngster.
Yeah.
You got time ahead of you, and you're still gonna fuck up a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, and I struggled with that a lot. I still do. Is I compare where I'm at with other shops, bigger shops, and I'm like, man, and then you just like that voice in your head, snap out of it. They've been in business for 35 years. You've been in for 10.
Yeah.
Like, hold on.
Yeah.
And wait. You still got a lot to learn because nothing's given to you at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Everything's given to you at the exact time that you need to. Let me show you your gifts, bro.
Yeah, please do, man. Thank you so much.
Got you some gifts, man. I'm getting hungry, Frank.
All right, cool. We'll handle this.
How much time has passed? At least an hour.
Do you want to know?
How much?
2.5.
2.5.
I told you we're in a time warp,
Frank,
bro.
man.
We're in
Hey,
a time warp,
Frank, so
bro.
I got you and your wife and your son. You have a little baby though, huh?
Yeah.
I don't have little
No.
babies.
Oh my
I got you
God.
guys
Thank you so
hats,
much, bro.
MPH
I
hats,
appreciate
bro.
you.
And then I got you guys some stickers. Check out these stickers, Frank.
Oh, I love this, dude.
These stickers. I went with the 80s vibe. Check it out, bro. These are cool.
Vaporwave.
Yeah.
That's what this style is called. Ooh,
Really?
I love these. Yeah, vaporwave.
Yeah. I love old music, bro. I like old music. If you come in the shop,
these,
you'll listen
dude.
to some.
Wow, thank you so much,
Yeah,
bro.
you'll listen to some Blondie and some. I like old music, bro. Creedence.
Creedence Clearwater.
That's right. There you go.
CCR. Oh,
Some
thank you so
stickers,
much,
Frank.
bro. Hell
And
yeah.
then I got. Look at this. It's getting cold out here. I got you some beanies, bro.
Ah, dude.
PH beanies. And then let's see what else.
Damn, with the double logo. I like that, bro. I like that.
Thanks. And then I got you the gray ones. I don't know. Your wife likes gray, and then I got you an Underdogs one.
This
That
is
name
so
Underdogs,
sick.
Frank.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Is because I consider myself an underdog, and with my story, I hope everybody understands where underdogs come from. And if you're having a rough time and you're starting out your business and some similar things happen to you, it's because you're an underdog, bro. Okay. And then this shirt, I didn't have any bigger shirts, but I
All
figured
good, bro.
your wife or your son could fit a small.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate this, man. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
bro. So,
Thank you, bro. Really.
of course, Frank.
I'll be doing a lot of running too, especially at nighttime, bro. This beanie.
Oh, you run? You're a runner.
Yeah.
I want to get
yeah.
it. I just got I got my little running shoes.
Oh, really?
I'm a runner, but I don't run. I need to get into my sciatic nerve. And that's why I didn't come the first time that we were
Oh
supposed to.
yeah, I saw that.
Fuck, my sciatic nerve hurts a lot.
Really?
But it's getting there, bro. I just need to lose some weight, get in the running with,
Yeah.
running.
Have you
Stretched.
Have you always? Yeah. Did you like not stretch or?
This just happened.
Interesting.
Getting older. I went to get blood work. Cholesterol's up. It's time to take care of myself.
For sure.
Yeah. That's another advice for young ranchers. Don't try to lift too heavy when you're young. Because when you're young, you're powerful.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
So, what kind of life changes are you gonna make since you've got this news?
A diet, of course. Fasting. I'm gonna try that fasting.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to work out and go to the gym. It's just life. It's excuses.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get it together, and I want you guys to witness, a complete changeover.
I love it.
It's a fitness journey, guys.
Do it for sure. Have you seen the guy?
Lame. Huh?
Have you seen the guy from DDE?
No.
Damn, I forget his name. But you know DDE, Daily Driven Exotics.
No.
So they're like huge in YouTube, and they just have like a bunch of exotic cars and rich and just everything. But the guy recently, he's come out and he said that how he was like 70 pounds overweight and he was just indulging and everything, and like it's just ruined his life. So he turned it around and he's on his fitness journey now. And I love that, bro. I love that because like, when you get to a certain level and you think like, well, when I'm going to start making this much money and these millions and I got this Ferrari, Lambo and this, that, I'm going to be happy. But like happiness, it comes from within, and you got to like find that within yourself.
Yeah.
And even though you say like that you don't run, it's like you don't run now.
Yeah.
It's like if
It changes, and life really takes a turn, and that's why I say be nice to the young ones too, because someday the young one's gonna come up,
yeah.
and he's gonna remember if you treated him with decency or disrespect, and he might be the one that either puts you on or doesn't. So
I feel you. Yeah, I would definitely recommend running.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially just start at your pace.
How far do you run? What do you?
When I'll go for a run, it's somewhere, I don't know, like 3 miles or something like that.
Cool.
But I started running last year. I did I don't want to say challenge, but it's like called 75 hard. I don't know if you ever
Yeah,
heard of that before.
I seen something that you were posting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I did 75 hard for the second time. I did that with my wife. My wife and I both did it.
that's beautiful.
So awesome. And one of the aspects of it is you have to do two 45-minute workouts a day, and one has to be outside, and they have to be at least 3 hours apart from each other.
The workouts.
So it can't be back to back. It has to be spread apart. So this challenge is teaching you the ultimate discipline. So we started doing it. We started to run, and I just got hooked on it, and I did a couple races. We started with like a 10K, which is like a little over 6 miles. And then we did some half marathons, which is 13.1. And then earlier this year, I did the LA marathon, which is
Yeah,
26 miles.
yeah.
And
I could see your pace is very slow. You're very at peace right now, huh? Chilling. That's cool.
it's taken a
I could
lot.
see the tunnel vision.
It's taken a lot to get to this point, and to like understand why I'm who I am,
Yeah,
and why I react how I react, and facing all of my issues and feelings
yeah.
head on. And it is
That's
it's
cool,
made me
Frank.
into the best version of myself.
That's cool, Frank. You're doing a lot of you're inspiring a lot of people, including myself. I
Thank you,
DM'd
bro.
you like in 2019 that I wanted to be on this podcast.
No way.
Yeah. And
Really?
it just it's like
No
never,
way.
yeah. But and it's an honor, bro.
I'm glad that it worked out, bro.
Yeah, bro. I
That's
appreciate it, bro, and it's good to be here. And I would like to take you for a steak. You want a steak? Is there a good steak spot around here?
Let's do it, bro. I would love it, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad that we got to sit down, and I'm glad that more people get to know you
Yeah.
and know your story. We didn't even touch on the shop much.
Well, we did, kinda.
The services. Somebody wanted
So
to.
at my shop, it started out as just regular machining. My dad had it, just regular machine work. It used to be San Bernardino Machine Shop when I took it over. And that's when my dad named it. Him and his brothers. And then I took it over, and I saw that I wanted more. Every dad wants their son to do better than them. No, shout out my dad.
Good dads.
A good dad. My dad did good for me. My dad did really good for me. But I wanted to go past that. I want to make my father proud. So we did a lot of we do performance stuff now. We do a lot of performance heads and engine blocks, boring and honing, and anything like that you guys need. My DMs, I try to answer as many DMs as I can. If I'm not the shop doing your machine work and you have questions, I'll answer as many as I can. I'm not those assholes that's like, if we're not doing your work,
Yeah.
don't message us. But above all else, man, we try to lead. We try to lead young man into a good path, and now the shop's name is Munoz Performance Sets. I changed it to my dad's last name.
Okay.
I just wanted something. San Bernardino Machine Shop. I just wanted my dad's last name on there, Munoz Performance Heads. And we're doing good, man. And I struggle sometimes, but it's getting a lot better. And thanks to you guys and people like you, Frank, that inspire me and continue to inspire me. People like the people we mentioned today. And it's just been a wild ride, bro. And it's been an honor and a privilege to serve the city of San Bernardino.
Well, are you born
Even
and
though,
raised there?
huh?
Are you born and raised there?
No, I was born in Rialto, California.
Oh, okay.
I went to Rialto High School, but my dad's shop was always in San Bernardino. But like I said earlier, when we were walking up the steps, we spend more time at work, man. So San Bernardino is it holds a special place. Not many, San Bernardino gives a bad rep, But I wanna show the people of San Bernardino that even in the Dino you can make it out of there, bro. And I want to be that for a lot of kids. Yeah.
We used to go out there a lot for soccer tournaments.
Really? Oh, you play soccer? No,
My
your
son.
A club?
Yeah,
I used to play club soccer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to play for Blast Pumas back in the day.
Oh, okay.
What What team does your son play for?
Well, he did. He played is for Oaks. So Oaks FC. So that's right here in Thousand
it's
Oaks.
an FC. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
good
yeah. He was pretty good, man. He was really good.
Those soccer programs, bro, they're expensive.
Yeah, it was a big commitment, but like it taught him to work with a team. It taught him like discipline.
Good for you, bro. You're a good dad, bro. Fuck yeah.
I'm trying, bro.
Good for you.
You know,
Frank.
that if
That's G shit, bro.
if I could say anything is I'm trying. Sometimes I don't hit the mark. I don't.
I know.
Like it's just I'm trying. I'm trying to make it work every day and trying to be the best version of myself every day that I can be.
Yeah.
And that's my focus. And highlighting my wins, and also talking about my downfalls and things that I had to go through. And that's why I'm so grateful for this podcast, is because it gives me an outlet to be able to talk about the things that I've overcome and focused on and still working on.
Yeah. Well, Frank, I don't know about you, but I'm hungry, bro, and I think we've spoken a lot. And
I love it, bro.
If there's anything else you want to touch on, let me know,
man,
bro.
I just appreciate you sharing this time with me, bro.
Of course, bro.
And so say if we were to look in your shop, what type of heads would you have in there that you're doing?
Oh, Hondas. Honda B Series, K Series, 2JZs. I love 2JZs. The 2JZ to me is Japanese king.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2JZs are dope. Chevy LS. We still do some regular stuff like my dad used to do. I still take care of those customers as well. But yeah, look me up at SB Machine Shop. I kept the SB Machine Shop handle since the beginning on Instagram. And yeah, my DMs are open. Any questions, let me know. And just, if you guys want to learn about machining, or if you want to laugh a little bit, just follow me and we'll do that for you.
Hey, and keep it up because I know it's hard.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to be cranking out all that content.
Oh, it's fun to me, Frank.
Good, dude. Good, man.
I be fucking around.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that, and I love to see your brand growing. Yeah. And I wish you the best of success.
Of course, bro. Thank you, Frank, for having me.
Yeah,
brother.
of course, man.
So much. Let's go get some steak, bro.
Hell yeah! All right, guys. Thank you for listening once again. This is another episode of Downtime with Downstar, and we out. Peace.